All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Dean Withers Show. For everybody watching at home on YouTube, today we're going to have some more debates for you, as we do every single day. Right now, we've already got our first Trump supporter of the day up on the live with us. Their name's Dev. Dev told us that they voted for Trump. Dev, why don't you go and tell us why you voted for Trump?
Dean, I have a question.
Of course, anything but why you voted for Trump. Take it away, Dev.
Are you a Christian?
No, I'm not a Christian.
Well, can I pray for you?
You can pray for me, Dev, after you tell me why you voted for Trump. And Dev left. All right. Well, it looks like we got baited with the first debate of the day. I guess they requested to join a debate live, fulfilling like the requirement of voted for Donald Trump, and they just for whatever reason didn't want to debate. Unfortunate. I apologize, everyone. Go ahead and put a MAGA for me in that live chat on TikTok, which is the live stream I'm running off of the phone to get these debates. If you voted for Trump and you want to come up here and have a conversation, we're still trying to get that first debate going for the day. And hopefully we'll be able to get that right now. Quite frankly, we are just going to go ahead and load up all of these interesting names in the guest requests. We got Independent Wealth loading up. We got Shut Up Harris loading up. You guys both definitely voted for Trump. Am I right or am I right?
I know that I'm very MAGA presenting, but I'm an LA guy, brother. I'm Harris all the way.
Base W's. The question why your name is Shut Up Harris then, but W I guess. What's up, Independent Wealth? You vote for Trump.
Yes, I did.
And why did you do that?
Because why are we spending billions of dollars in Ukraine when there's a fentanyl crisis in our country?
All right, well, you got fucked with the very first word, and I feel terrible for you. Absolute, I'm sorry, guys. So if you're curious, if you say the name of a DRUG on a TikTok live gets taken down. I got to remove them right away. And typically, when somebody's giving me an argument that leads up to the use of the name of a DRUG, I could tell them in advance, but that just came out of left field. Leah, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
No, but I love what you do. Keep it up.
I appreciate that. Moving on to that next guest, we got Jack loading into the live. First donation of the day from Sophia over on PayPal with $10 saying, thank you for your efforts, Dean. I appreciate you for the $10 and the kind message. Thank you, Sophia. Hello, Jack. Did you vote for Trump?
See ya.
All right. Yes, that's a no. Guys, go to drop a MAGA for me in that chat if you want to come up and debate. Here we go. Phenomenal guy. This is, taking a minute here, you guys. I'm so sorry. Silly Goose, hello. Did you vote for Trump? You have vocal cords. Please use them. GME, thank you for the galaxy. I guess Silly Goose really is a silly goose. Now get the fuck out of the live. Ellie Williams is loading up. Not, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes. I voted for Trump. Oh my, I watch your things like every day, and yeah, I vote for Trump all the way.
So why? All the way. So now, why did you vote for Trump?
I voted for Trump because he's a strong leader, and he I don't know, there's so many things that he does that's way better than was it Harris. Harris really didn't do nothing, and she was Biden She was she was like Biden's puppet, to be honest, Biden's puppet. And they both did know nothing.
So when you say that Kamala Harris was Biden's puppet, are you saying that Biden probably held some precedent over Kamala Harris to direct what she did?
No, I think they was both again pulled on by other strings.
Well, when you when you say pulled on by other strings, are you just saying Biden kind of controlled what Kamala Harris did to an extent?
Yeah.
So that's typically the relationship that we'd see between a president and their vice president. Yeah. That's kind of like the it's kind of like the job description there, bud.
Yeah, but I don't know, Trump is a good leader, to be honest. He does a lot of things for our country.
What's your favorite thing Trump has done for America?
He's about to stop the war, on Ukraine and Russia. To be honest, right now, he's about to stop the war.
He's gonna stop the war by giving Russia Ukrainian territory. That's why Putin.
I mean,
you're gonna interrupt me. Go for it.
If you go, Oh, my fault. Yeah, if you look at the history, like Russia, like part of Ukraine was Soviet
Oh,
Union's
you're
like land. Like
pro-Russia.
it's
You're pro-Russia.
no, I'm not. I'm not pro Russia. But
Wait,
if
do you think
look
that
at
Russia had the right?
history-
Did Russia have the right to invade Ukraine?
No.
So then,
Not
what is
all
looking
that
at the
time,
history
but-
insofar as delegating some portions of Ukraine
Because
as prior USSR soil matter?
I mean, because it was their land before, and like that's where their lineage like came from. To be honest,
Which would entail the conclusion that they have a right to that land, right?
yeah.
Oh,
A little bit.
so you're saying that
Yeah.
Russia has a right to Ukrainian land. So you think that Russia had the right
Yeah,
to
a little
invade
bit, yeah.
Ukrainian land as it was their land?
Yes, it was at one time. Yes, I feel like they
Okay.
do.
Well, let's see how intelligent. These Russian bots are today. I have a question. At what temperature in Fahrenheit does water freeze? Of course, a Russian bot want to know the answer to that question. And the Russian bot actually just left. I didn't kick them. I didn't press them too hard. They left the live stream because they didn't know at what temperature in Fahrenheit water freezes. All right, you guys. I think the Kremlin needs to get some more intelligent people on their payroll to be coming up on these lives. I mean, it seriously doesn't make them look that good, okay? What's up, Aiden? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Aiden, why did you vote for the worst president of your life?
No, disagree, but I think Kamala wouldn't done good. I mean, she had no plan.
Aiden, you've left the TikTok app, which means I can't hear you. Neither can
Oh,
any of the
sorry, I
viewers.
was turning on my volume. Sorry, my bad.
Go ahead. Please tell us about the reasons why you're not a fan of Kamala Harris. After I thank Squire for the 20-pound YouTube super chat, Squire says, "You're a legend, Dean. You're a legend, Squire. You came in here the other day. I remember you. Thank you for the 20-pound donation. Everybody, W Squires. Now, take it away."
Thank you. So Kamala, I mean, personally, I think Joe Biden first started the Ukrainian war. I mean, he had a big part with Zelensky and everything. Zelensky is, I mean, I can't say, because, our president's been on TV too, but I mean, Zelensky was, is it not weird that Zelensky was, playing a president in Ukraine and then now he's the president? Like, is that not a little weird?
So, you did just communicate words with your mouth?
Yes.
Now, did they make any sense? Absolutely fucking not.
Okay, tough.
Yeah.
So
I think somewhere in there I heard that you think that Biden started the war. So, so there's some contentions here because every single representative in the UN besides America believes that Russia started the war by invading Ukraine. And then, of course, under Trump, America thinks that Ukraine started the war. Don't ask me, ask our UN representative.
I mean, it's hard to say.
Of New York. But now, you don't think Russia started the conflict. You don't think Ukraine started the conflict. You think America started the conflict.
I mean, we hold a lot of power in the world. Is that not true?
We do, but I don't think that we started this war. But assuming we did start this war, assuming we are directly responsible for Russia's invasion of Ukraine, what's your critique of U.S. providing aid and support to Ukraine? Because under your view, aren't we culpable for all of the Ukrainian foot soldiers that have lost their lives? Under your view, aren't we culpable for the 100 miles of Ukrainian territory that Russia's already annexed? So under your view, as we are culpable, doesn't it make sense to just support Ukraine more and more and more since we did that to them?
I mean, yes, but I mean, we first have to stop the war, do we not? So we have to first stop.
But we are directly responsible for Russia stealing 100 miles of Ukrainian territory. Why shouldn't we help Ukraine?
I mean, okay, but Ukraine and my dad's from Bulgaria, so he's part of this lot. Russia has been part of, and Bulgaria was actually. I mean, I don't want to take it to a whole different topic, but I mean, I've heard about Russia, it's had its downfalls, but it's had its uprisings. I mean, I'm not saying.
So once again, you're doing that thing where you say words that don't mean anything.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm a little just splatting words around. I'm a little nervous, honestly.
Well,
But
how about we talk about the first thing you brought up when you joined? But I do feel like first it is an imperative to tell you that Russia is bad. Crazy. Now, you told me that Kamala Harris didn't have any real plans. Do you still stand behind that?
yes.
All right. Well, that tells me that you just simply never put the time into discovering what her plans were because she
I mean,
actually had more plans than Trump.
okay. Can I list a few, please?
Of course, she had housing affordability policies. She wanted to offer first-time homebuyers buying newly developed properties $25,000, which would have reduced the price that they pay now for a new house. Plus, it would have increased demand for new housing, meaning that constructors would have constructed more new houses. So the long-term prices of houses would have decreased as well. What was Trump's housing affordability policy?
Couldn't tell you.
Because he didn't have any, or health care. Kamala Harris wanted to limit the amount that any American citizen could pay out of pocket for private pharmaceuticals to $2,000 a year. What was Donald Trump's health care policy?
Couldn't tell you, brother.
Neither could he. He at the debate he told us he just merely had concepts. So do we see here how she actually had more policy than he did?
I mean, yeah, in a factor, but that's only housing. Like, I mean,
Well, it's housing
I
and
mean,
healthcare. Yeah, only
I
like
mean,
the two
and
biggest
healthcare.
issues that the average American faces today. And then even when we look at economic policy, her plan was built for the average American. Donald Trump's plan is built for the average millionaire billionaire. It's exorbitantly more expensive than Kamala Harris's. Yet Kamala Harris's plan was more well thought out because she actually had a way to pay for the debt-related spending associated with her tax cuts. Meanwhile, Donald Trump didn't. So just another way where Kamala Harris blew Donald Trump's plans out of the water. So what do you mean that she didn't have any plans, sir?
Okay, well, I didn't listen to the housing and healthcare and all of that, but I mean, to be honest, Trump. I mean, I'm not like I'm this. This is not my job to know everything, but I mean, I like to keep updated with stuff. But Dean, I'm probably gonna leave, brother. But thank you for having me.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know what he just said, but we're going to move on to the next guest. But before we do have a handful of people to thank here. First and foremost, Rainbow with a $20 super chat. Rainbow says, yo, what's up, Dean? I'm ending it all, so here's my last $20. Well, Rainbow, I think that we could, sorry, it just, positions me very, like, oddly. It's obviously Rainbow, like, you should, I'm going to state the obvious. It's something that you shouldn't do. And how about this? Here's an idea, Rainbow. If you're at a point where you're very seriously contemplating ending your life, what will one call to the suicide hotline do to you? Cora, thank you so much for the $20 on the YouTube super chat. I'm sorry. I don't. $988 Rainbow. Leave the stream and call that number. And then Cora, thank you so much for the $20 super chat as well. Thank you, Cora. Cora said, hey, Dean, I'm really scared right now. Elon Musk and others are suggesting the U.S. leave NATO. I love this country and love NATO, but it's getting harder to love it. Anything you could say that'll ease my anxiety and others' anxiety? I doubt that'll end up happening just because of the lack of public support for the U.S. to leave NATO. I find that highly unlikely. I find that very highly unlikely. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
How old are you?
How old I am?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30.
30, okay. And why did you vote for Trump then?
I mean, I'm a bit deep, Ahmed. Listen, all these globalists trying to ruin America for a long, long time. And I'm surprised you're still supporting Democrats.
So why did you vote for Trump? Once again, I asked you a question. Answer my question,
Right?
please.
It's very simple. It's actually a patriot.
He's a patriot.
It's
So
actually loves America.
American patriots tried to rig federal elections and call for the termination of our constitution, right?
You're not right about that. You know that was rigged.
Okay, 2020 was rigged?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you give us any evidence of widespread voter fraud?
I mean, how could sleepy Joe Biden get 70 plus?
Hey,
million
how about
votes?
you stop like just being like such an anti-intellectual and give me evidence of widespread voter fraud in the 2020 election?
Hey, Biden couldn't get all these votes.
All right, well, thank you for like not responding to my question twice. So we're just gonna go to kick you. Joey, what is up? Did he vote for Trump? Joey's not here. Ricky, did he vote for Trump?
Well, I love Trump.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so
I
you
want
did.
to fuck Trump's butt.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next guest. Everybody, just give us a minute. Everybody, just give us a minute. We got Neil loading up into the box here, y'all. Rachel, thank you so much for the $5 super chat over on YouTube. I do really appreciate you for the love. And holy shit, yo, Josie with the $100 YouTube super chat. Holy crap, Josie! I want to see at least 1,000 W Joeys.
You should save your money for yourself, Joey. Not to say that you are not worth it, Dean.
Can I just?
But times are tough.
I just need to
Times
finish
are tough,
thanking
brother.
Josie real quick. At
Thank him,
least
thank him.
1,000 W Josies in the live chats, ladies and gentlemen. It sounds like the guest is a little bit jealous. I do really appreciate you for the love. That is so insane. Thank you so much.
Listen, I don't want it either. Yeah, Josie ought to keep it.
Josie says for keeping me sane during the insanity. Well, I appreciate you so much for the love. You don't know how far that will go, and I really appreciate you. As well as Sid with the $30.
Josie, you should not have to reward people for human
the money.
kindness, brother.
Sid, thank you
know
for
what I
the
mean?
$30 PayPal donation as well. Saying daily donut from Sid. Sid, you're in here every single day. Thank you so much for the love, Sid. Everybody, show some love to Sid in the live comment sections as
Sid,
well.
this is a parasocial relationship,
And-
my brother.
and
Not to say that
Valerie
he's not a
with the
nice
$10.
feller. Not to
Thank
say
you,
that he's not
Valerie,
a nice
Sid, and
feller,
Josie.
but he shouldn't really, the truth should have no reward.
This guy's so fucking
You know?
jealous. Wow. Okay. Anyways, hey, did you vote for Trump?
No, I did not vote for the Trumper.
And what the fuck is your issue?
What do you mean? What is my issue? I'm saying that they ought to keep their money to themselves. This is a parasocial. This is good. This is a dissociative relationship they're engaging in.
All right. Well, it looks like we live in a country of free speech, so tell the
It
people what
certainly
you want. But we're gonna move on to the next guest. Let's go get that next guest, Oliver, up in the live. Everybody, just give us a minute, y'all. All right, you guys, what is going on? Oliver, did you vote for Trump?
Yup.
All right, Oliver, how old are you?
18.
And why did you? What year were you born in?
2000.
And why did our live get banned? I got a ban for suicide and self-harm. It's a week long. Yo, Kira, thank you so much for the $20 YouTube super chat. I do really appreciate that, Said, because I can, and the yelling dude is annoying. So Red, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, Kira. All right, well, everybody watching over on YouTube, let's see if this appeal goes through. God, man. Rough day. Can't catch a break. Can't catch a break. So we got a week ban for suicide and self-harm. For literally just like saying that somebody should like call this hotline. Yeah, man, that's crazy. TikTok is gonna ban people for being like, if you're in a bad spot, call 988. Oh, man. For the 1.9 thousand people watching, appreciate you for being here. It's we're off to a bad day so far. Well, we'll see if this appeal goes through. If this appeal doesn't go through, I'm gonna make a phone call. Because I feel like a phone call could probably get my account back, but we'll see what the TikTok appeal process tells us first. Yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy. That's pretty fucking crazy. Give me a minute. Yeah, get those connects. Hey, love them connects. Honestly, dude, the connections insofar as like getting a TikTok account back, they're really unreliable. And I've had this experience trying to work through like so many different groups of people. It's always the most difficult thing ever. And the reason why that is because like the TikTok support team is just fucking terrible. Like actually so bad. It's like they barely have real people that like deal with like support tickets from agencies and whatnot. I swear to God, they probably have one half-time employee that deals with every single support ticket they get for like a false ban. Did I appeal? Yeah, I appealed. It will probably take about 5 minutes to go through. It's horrible today, worse than ever. Man, rough. Yeah, let me check my text real quick. Let me see if I could just get somebody real quick. Oh, man, I need to respond to all these texts. Shit. I really wanted to debate, man. Yeah, man, hopefully we get the account back. But, like, if they ban me for reading off that message, you know, I doubt I'll get the account back. Summer, thank you for the $5 super chat saying, here's some money. I'm genuinely so scared, but my family is all hard to read, and I feel so trapped. Yeah, man, things are getting really, really bad. My one hope is that because things are getting bad, individuals will realize that, you know, MAGA is just not working out for America and will pull more people towards the left for the next election. And that's about like my only hope, you know. Maybe even like midterms, you know, let's see what we could get done in Congress at midterms. Ori, thank you so much for the $10 over on YouTube Super Chat saying, is that a Democrat baby fetus for 2020 for 2274? Way back, dude, I saw that clip. That's funny. If there is another election. I just know that Donald Trump is definitely going to try to pull something, right? Come time for the next election. And I think that we're just all going to figure out what it is. So, Madeline, thank you for the $10 donation over on PayPal, as well as Summer. Thank you so much for the $5. You should put up phone number on YouTube so Trump supporters can call into the YouTube show. Well, yeah, man. I do it all through quote unquote call-ins on TikTok, but I mean, that's a good way that I could run debates when I'm banned on TikTok like I am right now. Rachel with the $10 super chat saying, has getting banned a lot always happened, or did it start happening more when TikTok thanked Trump for getting it back? What I've noticed is it goes in waves. We've had eras with really bad TikTok bans. We've had eras where, you know, wasn't really touched much. But it looks like right now that the TikTok bans are back in full force. So, what's the current TikTok account I'm using? It's not Dean. All right, man. It has been 4 minutes since we submitted the appeal. Typically, those appeals get back in about 5 minutes. If we don't get the account back, I don't know what to do. I may take the day off and make a phone call or two to try to get it back. We'll see. We will see. When was it bad before? At like multiple points. Multiple points. Yeah, man, that really sucks. That really sucks. I apologize for making everybody wait. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat in the meantime. Just while we're waiting on the status of that appeal. If it doesn't come back by 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and use another TikTok account. And we will see how it works. Or we could just use today to react to the content nuke. We could do that. Yo, Moria, thank you so much for the 200 Norwegian dollars. I appreciate you so much for the love. Love from Norway. I've always wanted to go to Norway. Always wanted to do that. Oh, status on the appeal. Wow, it was approved. We got the TikTok account back. Why? Because they took it down for self-unaliving and whatnot. And if their systems were smart enough to flag what I said in response to that message that we got from that super chat and take the account down, I guess I just wouldn't see like any room for the appeal to get approved, but it's our lucky day, I suppose. Here's what I'm going to do just real quick. I have a little bit of a runny nose. I think that's going to be an issue in the next 30 minutes. So before we start the stream on TikTok, I'm just going to go grab some Kleenex and blow my nose so we'll be able to finish the day out. I will be right back, you guys. Give me about 5 seconds here. Wearing the PJs. And we are back. And we are back. Someone in the chat said, "Phew, okay, guys, he's gone." Come on, bro. Let's be real. All right. We're going to go ahead and hop right back into those debates. Let's go ahead and start that live over on TikTok. Dude, I hate it when TikTok takes my stream down. I hate it so much. But we are demonstrating patience. Okay, for everybody tuning back into that TikTok stream over here on the phone, welcome in, you guys. It's good to see you all. We got taken down for a violation that I don't even want to repeat the name of because I feel like I just get taken down for that same violation again. But the premise is that we are back now. So for everybody tuning in to the TikTok stream, welcome back. We're gonna hop right back into the debates, everybody. No name, thank you for the $2 saying Zelensky was lectured like a teenager. Yeah, JD Vance and Trump made a fool out of themselves. And Squire with the 20 pounds over YouTube Super Chat saying paying for the Kleenex to blow your nose. I appreciate that. Thank you, Squire. Anyways, for the first 1,000 people back on the TikTok stream, guys, make sure that we're double tapping on that phone screen and sharing this live out with a handful of friends. It's good to see you all. We're going to hop right back into the debates. And let's just go ahead and pick up where we left off. We already got a handful of people in that queue. Let's go ahead and see who's first. Please only request if you voted for Trump. I'm kind of sick and tired of all the trolls and all the people that voted for Harris joining. So, let's just try to keep a well-ran debate show going here. So what's going on, D1 Debater? Did you vote for Trump?
I love you, Dean. That's all.
Okay, well, I appreciate you for that love. Guys. Debates only. How many times do I need to say it? I don't know. If you're watching the live and you're in that queue, please make sure that you vote for Trump. Allie, did you make sure that you voted for Trump before you joined that queue?
Sorry, I just wanted to say that I really
Thank you for the love, Allie. It means the world. Show some love to Allie down below. Rachel, thank you for the $5 over on YouTube Super Chat. It's very kind of you. What's going on, Tristan? Did you vote for Trump? Tristan left. Okay, moving on to the next guest. You guys, if you're in that queue, make sure that you voted for Trump. We got Tyler loading up into that box. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Phenomenal. Tyler, what's going on, man? Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
You did. Why did you vote for the worst president of your life?
Because she's not Kamala, or he.
Because he's not Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
So her name is pronounced Kamala. And tell me, Tyler, why don't you like Kamala Harris?
She had like one job with the border and did absolutely nothing.
I have a question. What was her job as it related to immigration?
That's a good question. I am 15 and I'm Canadian, so.
Well, Tyler, you're getting off to a bad start in your life. I'd consider reconsidering your political opinions. Maybe watch the live and who knows, give it a couple of years, you could be voting blue. Win! Thank you for the $5 YouTube Super Chat. I appreciate you for that love. Well, let's go and get that next guest up in here. Someone in the comment section was like, then how did he vote for Trump? He didn't. Okay, moving on. Here we go, you guys. Here we go. Next guest is loading up. Go ahead and drop a maggot down below in that comment section. Ellen, what the fuck is going on? Turn the TV off, Ellen. Turn the TV off, Ellen. Okay, Ellen did not want to turn the TV off, so we're going to get that next guest up in here. We got God knows loading in. Did he vote for Trump?
Yes.
Okay, well, your name is all over the place. You're
Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump.
and take the Israeli flag out of your name. Moving on to our next guest, Trumpinator. Here we go. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, sir.
And why did you do that?
Because I like presidents who put our country first and not Ukraine first.
Okay, so let me get this clear. The Democrats put Ukraine first, even though 1/32 of our government expenditure went to them.
I don't think any should be going to them. I don't care how much it is. I don't care if it's like 10 dimes or like $2. I don't care, dude.
So
I don't want
because
anything
Donald
going
Trump
to them
wants to
because we don't need them. They're fucking useless country.
So because Donald Trump wants to give more money to Israel, does that mean that he puts Israel first?
Well, I mean, Israel's an actual ally. Ukraine's not.
But does it mean he's placing Israel first because of the amount of money that he's giving to them? And
No, I
obviously
mean,
I disagree with that, but let's just try to stay on
we
the
have
baseline.
property there. We have property in Israel. So yeah, we need to protect Israel. But Ukraine, we
need
don't.
to
I mean,
protect Israel.
yeah, we have the embassy there. So like, why the hell? We
Okay,
need to.
I'm just trying to. So do you support Donald Trump's plan to ethnically cleanse the Gaza Strip?
When did he say that?
Yeah, he said that he wants to own it, forcefully relocate all of the Palestinians to Egypt and Jordan, level it all, then rebuild it, including 50-foot gold statues of himself.
I do think he should rebuild it. I think it'd be a lot better because it's a disaster right now. I mean, I think that, if everybody could like move somewhere else temporarily and then we go in there and clean it out, get all the buildings out.
So you think that sometimes ethnic cleansing is okay?
I'm not talking about like, what you're talking. I'm talking about
That's what
removing.
I asked you about, because his plan to rebuild it requires ethnic cleansing. So is ethnic cleansing sometimes
When
okay?
did he say ethnic cleansing? When did he say that term?
He's never used that term, but the plan that he laid out fulfills the criteria of ethnic cleansing.
Wait, what plan?
The plan to forcefully relocate all the Palestinians living on the Gaza Strip to elsewhere, claiming the land, claiming ownership, flattening, leveling it, and then quote unquote rebuilding it for Israel. And I would like to clarify here: are you telling me that he need to specifically call it ethnic cleansing for it to be ethnic cleansing? And if so, can you please give me a quote of Hitler calling the Holocaust a genocide?
I don't know what you're talking about ethnic cleansing. I never heard Trump say that before.
Well, because he's never called it ethnic cleansing, but
Yeah,
his
so,
plan
like-
is ethnic cleansing. Yeah, really, really hard to grasp there, bud. Are you having problems?
Yeah, well, I
understanding the
mean,
words
if
that
you
are coming
never
out of
know
my
what
mouth?
I'm saying is like, if he never said that, I think you're making stuff up, dude. Like he never said that, and so I think that what he's talking about is moving them to another place temporarily so that we can rebuild the strip
Okay,
and then
can you
move
please
those
give
people
me an
back in.
example, or a source or demonstration of Hitler calling the Holocaust a genocide?
I don't know if he did or not.
So does that mean that it wasn't a genocide?
It was a genocide, absolutely.
So Hitler's plan, and the plan that he executed
don't-
upon, insofar as it related to the Holocaust, wasn't a genocide because he called it a genocide, but it was rather a genocide because of what the plan entailed, such as the killing of 12 million individuals. And the conceptual relation here is the reason why I think Donald Trump's plan for the Gaza Strip is ethnic cleansing is because it fulfills all necessary criteria of the definition of ethnic cleansing, not because he's called it ethnic cleansing.
Right, but what I'm saying is I don't think that Trump is talking about genocide in this situation. He's talking about moving these people temporarily so that we can rebuild the strip and then move them back into a better place. Like, how is that genocide?
So once again, I'm calling it ethnic cleansing, okay? And you're going to ask me how that's ethnic cleansing. What I want you to do, I want you to go on pause. I want you to Google ethnic cleansing definition, and then I want you to come back and apologize to me with
Okay.
at least 5 tears and 1 ukulele.
Hold on 1 second.
Got to treat these people like absolute children, man. Literally, like kids, like actual, unironic kids, okay? For the 3.2 thousand people watching the TikTok stream, welcome back in, you guys. It's good to see you all here today. Make sure that we're double tapping on that phone screen and sharing this live out with a handful of friends. Good to see you all. Then, yeah, just by the way, I know that this guy's saying that he's doing it to the Palestinians temporarily, which is not true. He actually said that it would be the permanent relocation. But even if it was temporary, it still fulfills the definition of ethnic cleansing. So Are you ready
How
to
does that?
apologize
How
yet?
is that ethnic cleansing? I think I was talking about.
So
We
why
were
don't you go
talking
ahead and
about it in.
repeat to me the
No,
definition
we
of
were
ethnic
talking
cleansing you saw
about
on
it in the
Google?
context of genocide.
Why don't you go ahead and repeat to me the definition of ethnic cleansing you read off of Google? Short-term memory is really, really poor within this guest.
The mass expulsion or killing of members from a community.
Well, you're pretty close. And phenomenal, because that is the plan that Trump has for the Palestinians. So he wants to expel the 1.4 million Palestinians on the Gaza Strip to off the Gaza Strip, meaning in accordance with the definition of ethnic cleansing that you just read to us. Do I need to connect the dots?
Yeah, but we're talking about it in a different context. You're comparing Trump to Hitler, and it's not even comparable.
Okay, how the fuck? For you
You're,
define
dude,
ethnic.
you're
Just listen to me real quick. You define ethnic cleansing. You tell me that the definition of ethnic cleansing is the mass expulsion of a group of people from an area to outside of that area, right?
yes.
So if Trump wanted to do a mass expulsion of a group of people from an area to outside that area, does that mean that Trump wants to ethnically cleanse that area?
If you're going by the definition of it, then sure. But we were talking about it in a different context.
Okay. So we
no,
just
we're talking
agreed.
about it. You just
agreed.
compared Trump to Hitler.
Oh, thank you so. So the comparison that I gave you was insofar as a response to your argument that because Donald Trump hasn't called it ethnic cleansing, it is an ethnic cleansing. Okay, and I believe when we're talking about things such as ethnic cleansing, genocide, etc., the committer doesn't need to refer to their plan using said language for it to qualify as said language. And my relation to Hitler never calling the Holocaust a genocide was a demonstration of that point. So that logical comparison was nothing more than a response to one of the points that you've made. Okay, but now moving on to the point that we're on right now, right? You just said, sure, if Donald Trump wanted to do a mass expulsion of a group of people from an area to another area, that means that Donald Trump wants to ethnically cleanse. And seemingly, like, we agreed that Trump's plan is to expel 1.4 million Palestinians from the Gaza Strip to outside of the Gaza Strip, meaning that in accordance with the definition of ethnic cleansing that you gave me, Donald Trump wants to ethnically cleanse, yeah?
Sure, if you're going by the just literal definition of it on Google. But
Yeah,
we all know
is
that's
ethnic cleansing always wrong?
Huh?
Is ethnic cleansing always wrong?
No, I don't think it's always wrong.
Okay, so you support ethnic cleansing.
I mean, if you're going by the definition on Google, I mean, the first part of it.
So I just want to clarify that you support ethnic cleansing, right? You support ethnic cleansing sometimes.
I don't support genocide. If that's what you're asking, no, I don't support genocide.
No, I asked you if you support ethnic cleansing.
If you're going by the first part of it, then yes.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe
if it's for a good reason. No, if it's for a good reason, like to rebuild the Gaza Strip,
so
then yeah.
do you recognize that ethnic cleansing is like a violation of individuals' human rights? Like to forcefully like expel somebody from one area to another area is going to be violating their human right to self-determination. Can you contest that?
No, I think it's going to help these people a
Well,
lot.
I'm not asking you about the moral ramifications of said human rights violation. I think it's just first, principally important for us to agree that it is violating said right. So can we agree that
No.
ethnic cleansing is is violation of one's human right to self-determination?
I don't agree with that.
Okay, so I want to clarify. If I knocked on your door and I put you and your whole family in the back of a pickup truck and put a blindfold over your face and expelled you to another area without your consent outside of your control, I would not be violating your human rights?
If it's for a good reason, such as if there's a murderer in the house that's holding me hostage, then yeah, because Hamas is holding these people hostage, and if you're like trying to get in there to get me out of the house, then yeah.
Okay, so you're saying that if Donald Trump doesn't ethnically cleanse them, they'll all die.
I mean, they're in a very bad position right now with Hamas, so yeah. I mean, there's a
Did you know that? Did you know that? First of all, to say that it's Hamas that is threatening the lives of the Palestinians is like so purely blatantly incorrect. It's funny how you never want to mention the IDF or the State of Israel. Now, I would also like to ask you the follow-up question. All that you're essentially telling us right now is that you're okay with human rights violations, given that it's for a good reason.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. So if we were alive before the Civil War, you'd be a Confederate. Would you like to know why?
What? Yeah, why?
The most popularized argument for slavery in the American South was that if the plantation owners did not enslave the Africans in America at said time, the living conditions of said Africans would be significantly worse. No one would be willing to hire them. They wouldn't have a job, therefore they wouldn't have shelter, food, clothing, or water. And for that reason, the enslavement of Africans was justified in accordance with said argument that was granted by the Confederacy. Now, what's
That's kind
the
of a
difference
ridiculous
between
comparison.
the Confederacy's argument that slavery was okay because if they didn't enslave Africans at said time, their conditions would have been worse, and your argument that ethnic cleansing is okay for the Palestinians because if he doesn't ethnically cleanse them, their living conditions would be worse?
That's a pretty stupid comparison. Look, they're both
Well, tell me.
terrorist groups.
So I'm asking you to tell me what the difference is between those two arguments. Just merely calling it stupid is
Yeah,
demonstrating that your
well,
IQ
if
is
you'll
probably
let me
around 30.
explain for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to
Um,
clarify what I want you to explain is the difference between the argument that I just described to you that came from the Confederacy and the argument that you're giving me today here right now on this live.
Yeah, the Confederacy groups and Hamas are both terrorist groups, and they both hold people hostage. And I think that Trump just wants to get these people out so that they can rebuild and give them a better home.
Okay.
Uh,
Have you ever like critically thought in your life? Because critical thought would like lead you to the conclusion that you're actually not answering my question. So do I need to repeat the question? Because I don't think Hamas was factored into my question at all. So let me just go
well,
ahead and repeat the question.
are you
because
just denying the reality that Hamas exists?
I'm denying that you're answering my question, okay? And I'm more than willing to allow you to make
Well,
whatever points that you want after
I'm
you
not
answer
going
my
to play
question.
into the hypothetical because
Oh,
you're
yeah, okay.
giving.
So all that you're
Well, no,
telling
you're
me is
giving a
that I've
ridiculous
beat you,
comparison to
and
the
I'm
Confederate.
asking you to qualify why it's a ridiculous comparison. When anybody
just
comes
told
on
you
my
why it's a
live
ridiculous comparison,
and
dude.
makes a comparison with the use of an analogy in which I believe to be false, I can explain why it's ridiculous. And that's what you're supposed to do. Give me the relevant distinction between the Confederacy arguments that slavery was good for the enslaved Africans due to the fact if they weren't enslaved, their living conditions would have been worse, and your argument that ethnically cleansing the Palestinians will be good for the Palestinians because if he didn't ethnically cleanse them, their living conditions would be worse. Tell me the logical distinction between those two arguments.
The Palestinians are enslaved right now. They're enslaved right now by Hamas, and Trump wants to get these people out. Trump is like Abraham Lincoln in this situation. He's trying to get these people out so that he can rebuild and give them a better life. So I mean, look, you're just making ridiculous comparisons. You're comparing the Confederacy and you're comparing Hamas, and I think it's kind of ridiculous what you're saying because Trump, he's trying to get these people out of there and set them free, and I mean, I guess you support Hamas, don't you?
No, I don't support Hamas, but I also don't support like the incredibly bigoted propaganda that you're just spewing out of your mouth right now. Like, it's just so fucking sad that we live in a time where 15-year-olds, like, there's no way that you aren't 15. I'm sorry. If you're over the age of 18, you fucking failed in life. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, seriously, if you have these thoughts, if you have this little like critical thought existing in your prefrontal cortex, as an adult, I am like seriously concerned for your future. So I'm just gonna.
I'm probably older than you.
Which is so fucking sad. But what I want to do here is I just want to go ahead and pass the mic off to Athena. So Athena, please welcome
Hi,
into the
Dean.
live.
Oh, so you
Take
don't
it
want to
away.
debate me anymore?
Thank you. No, I had a question for you.
I would prefer Athena to debate.
Okay, so we're going
Yeah.
2-on-1 now. Great.
No, it's a one-on-one. I want Athena to talk to you.
Okay, well then
Yeah.
I don't want you to jump in. So go ahead. All
Yeah.
right, bet.
Hi, Dean, by the way. Yeah, so do you think we should ethnically cleanse Israel because they have hostages too?
Yeah, if they have hostages, then yeah, we need to get those hostages out.
Yeah, you know that they have like over 10,000 Palestinian hostages in Israel, including children?
Yeah, get those people out. Get everybody out. Get everybody back home. That's what we want.
So why isn't Trump advocating for the ethnic cleansing of Israelis?
I think he is.
Wait.
No, he didn't.
Wait. You said get everybody back home. That's what we want? Those 1.4 million Palestinians, where's their home?
Their home is in Palestine.
I mean, technically, their home is in occupied Palestine because 80% of Gaza are refugees. So if you're basically advocating for the right of return for Palestinians, per WU, you're progressive, right? Are you advocating for the right
I
of
want
return for
every look.
Palestinians
Trump
to
wants
occupy
everybody.
Palestine?
Trump wants everybody in that situation back home. He wants the Palestinians
Yeah,
back.
but you
He
know
wants
that
the
the
Israelis back. He
Yeah,
wants
but you know
everybody
that
back.
the yes, but you know that the Palestinians would then have to go to what is today Israel. Because the 80% of people who live in Gaza were ethnically cleansed from what is now today Israel. Did you know that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm saying
You can't understand that. You can't
80% of the population in Gaza are refugees who were ethnically cleansed from occupied Palestine, which is basically what is today Israel. So if you're saying everybody should go home, do you also suggest that the 80% of the Gazan population should go back to their homeland, their ancestral land in what is now Israel?
If that's their home, then yeah.
Do you think Trump wants that?
I think he does. I think he got him. First of all, he got the deal done a few months ago.
I'm sorry, but like, you understand that you're saying Trump wants people to go back to their home and that the Palestinians' home is Palestine, which would include modern day Israel and the Gaza Strip where he wants to remove them from.
Oh, they could
Right?
also go to the West Bank.
He wants to move them to Egypt and Jordan. Do you think their home's in Egypt and Jordan?
I think they can go there. I think
But
that
but
there's.
you just told me that he wanted to make sure that they go to their home. But Donald Trump wants to relocate the Palestinians to Egypt and
But yeah,
Jordan.
temporarily.
And then
We-
give
I
no,
mean,
not
no, no, no,
temporarily.
no,
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 no.
no. He wants to give them no right to return. He made that clear in a Fox News interview. He said, and I quote, the Palestinians will have no right to return.
What do you?
And we got banned again. What did we get banned for this time? Harassment and bullying. Got it. Cool. Sweet. Super sweet. Super awesome. That is like so fucking cool. Nice. That dude, that is awesome, man. Yeah, we appealed. We'll see if the appeal goes through. So, unreal. What is going on with TikTok, man? Like seriously, bro. What is going on? Like the terms of service that they're operating under here are insane. This is insane, man. Oh my God. All right. Everybody watching on YouTube, how we doing today? You know, you guys get to see the behind the scenes crash out when I get these damn bans. Oh my God. I'm going to lose my shit, man. I'm going to lose my shit. Someone in the chat is saying good as if you're not currently sitting in another one of my streams with 3,000 people. Stay fucking mad. Very cute. Dean, you did call him a failed person. Yeah, I was slightly harassing and bullying him. But I was harassing and bullying him in a way that I didn't think the algorithm would catch, you know, man? You can't call bro a failed person. I can and I did. Let's see. David says, question. Can we get the Republican egos to clash against each other, make them fight? You know, there's a little bit of infighting in MAGA every once in a while. The latest, big instance of infighting in MAGA was when Vivek Ramaswamy was like, I support H-1Bs. And then Trump was like, I support H-1Bs. Elon was like, I support H-1Bs. And then all the racists were like, boo, no, I don't support H-1Bs. He was literally, yeah, no, he literally said that he thinks that ethnic cleansing is good. Some people are like so fucking delusional, man. Like, honestly, like for people that come up and they're like, I think ethnic cleansing is good. Like at that point, maybe we just like remove those people because they're not sentient. Does that make sense? Is that fair? Jacqueline, thank you for the $5 YouTube super chat saying for more anxiety pins. I will need that. Thank you, Jacqueline. Bro, the TikTok live shut down? I know. We're currently waiting on a appeal real quick. All right. We'll see. Just give us a minute, y'all. We'll see if that appeal goes through. It was a day ban, which means the appeal going through is unlikely. Very unlikely. We'll try one more account. Oh, appeal approved. And we're gonna go live again, I guess. All right, one more ban. We're done for the day. I'm not going to lie. One more ban, and we are done for the day. We're already live again over on TikTok. There's 3,000 people on the YouTube live. Stay here. Low key. Actually, just pull up the TikTok live on your phone, too. Just pull up the TikTok live on your phone so we could help you out the algorithm. But if you got this bad boy open on like a laptop or something, leave it open on the laptop. Hello, everybody tuning back into the TikTok stream. How are we doing? It's so good to see you all again. We just got another ban. We are 2 bans deep in less than an hour of streaming. So, this is a bad day, a real bad day. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to hop right back into the debate. So for the first 600 people in here, just, really do help me out here by double tapping on that phone screen, sharing that live out with a handful of friends. And if you want to support the stream, you can find the link to my PayPal in the bio, or you can support me over on YouTube Super Chat. You guys are very, very kind, and let's just go ahead and hop right back into those debates. Here we go. First guest of the day is loading up right now. If you're in that queue, make sure that you voted for Trump. What is going on, Michael? Did you vote for Trump?
Hey, Dean, how's it going? No, dude, I did not vote for Trump. I voted for third.
All right, well, we're just looking to debate people that voted for Trump, so just give us a minute here. Sandy with the $10 YouTube Super Chat. Thank you for the love, everybody. W. Sandy's in the chat saying, love what you guys do on here. Critical thinking is a must in today's world. I absolutely...
Dean, I'm back. It's Mac. I know you missed me, but I want to say something real quick. Can I say something?
You could say something while I'm looking for my next guest.
Of course. So I just want to say hey to everybody. How are you doing? And every motherfucking body that voted for Trump, you're fucking ugly. You ugly ass motherfucker.
All right. Hey, Sav, did you vote for Trump?
Hey, I just wanted to ask a quick question. What were your thoughts on...
Sorry, Sav. Ella, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did. Hi.
Ella, how old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born in?
2006.
Okay, so far we're good, but just one last question here. On the road driving, what does a solid yellow line next to a dotted yellow line mean? Yeah, they were filtered out. They were filtered out. They left. What's up, Don Real? Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
How old are you?
22.
What is a solid yellow line next to a dotted yellow line mean? They left too. Oh, come on. I'm innovating. We are finding new ways to weed out the fetuses. What's up, Miami Max? You voted for Trump. You're from Miami. You got that one right?
I'm not from Miami, but yeah, I did vote for Trump.
Why'd you do that?
I just believe that he could. Well, my main purpose was believing that he could stop the war.
What war?
Ukraine.
Got it. So you're pretty anti-war. How do you feel about Donald Trump saying that he might possibly deploy the military in Greenland to annex it, which would start a war between America and Europe, which would essentially be World War III?
I don't think it would escalate to that point simply because Europe depends on our dollar.
Europe has already said that they would do this. In fact, France has already deployed troops in Greenland.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll
Not to
escalate
mention
to
that
war.
that's a NATO country, so they would be required to under, what is it, Article 4?
Yeah, but we're a NATO country too. I don't think NATO countries are going to fight each other.
Okay, with what reason? I feel like you're the one with the burden of proof here to demonstrate that you don't think this is something Europe would do, as Europe has already said that they would do this. France has already deployed some troops, and under Article 4 of
No, yeah. I mean, I
the
can
NATO
understand.
agreement, they'd be required to. So when you just say, and by the way, like Trump and Elon want us to leave NATO, so this only makes your position worse.
No, yeah, I understand that, but we are currently in NATO. So until we are out of NATO, I don't think a war is going to start between two NATO countries. So
Okay, well, I actually don't see any reason for you to believe that. I feel like that's baseless on its own. But
Well,
with
it
Elon
has
Musk
to-
and Donald
well-
Trump saying they want to leave NATO and then possibly use their military to invade Greenland.
when did they say
that's
they
pretty-
wanted? When when did they say they wanted to leave NATO? Sorry, I'm drinking water.
Yeah, today and yesterday.
What was the exact statement?
That Donald Trump thinks that America should leave NATO.
Did you see him saying that?
I mean, he's been talking.
Or
about
was it on a left wing news media coverage that you seen?
How about I just get you source, man? How about that?
That's fine, because the same thing happened with Zelensky.
Yep. So
right after,
this is
right
December
after the-
8th. Just look up. Trump says he will absolutely consider leaving NATO.
Consider.
Yeah, and then this is from last year, July 1st, saying from Politico, saying Trump's plan for NATO is emerging. As well as we have a fact check from way back in 2016 when he said he felt like we should pull out of NATO then. And then 5 hours ago, where Elon Musk says that the U.S. should leave NATO and the United Nations.
Well, I would have to see them say it word for word verbatim. I don't have.
This
I don't
was
believe.
literally a tweet on his account. I'm so sorry. If you keep acting like this, I'm going to kick you. Like, you're obviously being, like, intentionally dense because you're losing
I'm
this
not.
debate.
I'm just saying that I haven't seen it. So once I see it, I will agree.
Elon Musk tweeted it out.
Okay, like I said, once I see it, I will agree with you. But
Okay.
based on what
So why won't you accept my source?
I mean, I'll accept it for now. Sure. If you want me to concede to that, I'll accept it for now. But
Sorry, man. I'm just going to kick you. Only reason I'm going to kick you is just because I know where this debate's going to go. Like, if it seriously takes me 5 minutes to convince you of that Elon Musk thinks we should leave NATO, even though he, like, sent a tweet out, like, earlier today saying it, like that would just been an annoying conversation. That was probably going to be really bad for my cortisol levels. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump? All right, they're not here. We're going to move on to the next guest. Yo, everybody, just give us a minute. Yo, Claire, thank you for the $10 YouTube super chat. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Claire. Claire says no comment. Well, I appreciate you for the $10. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump?
I did. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right. Now, why did you vote for such a bad candidate?
What do you mean I voted for a bad candidate? It was the better of two evils.
Why is that?
Because he's a better leader than Harris ever would be.
Why do you think that?
Because he's more respected than she is. She does not get respected. What's up, Dean? We just talked yesterday, dude.
Oh yeah, we did talk last night.
So no, let's have a real talk. Like no bullshit. I've got my secondary device. I've got my sources. So let's get it. Let's get a real conversation.
Oh yeah, I'll have fun beating you in a debate.
Okay. Didn't win yesterday.
So
but-
I want to clarify. You told us that you voted for Trump
3
compared
times.
to Kamala Harris this election because he has more respect.
I feel yes, because Harris is not going to be respected from any AU or how should I say this? Countries that do not respect women in like Middle East, Saudi Arabia, they're not going to respect her because they don't even respect their own women. So why would they respect her?
Okay, so you're basically just saying you voted for Trump because he's a man, and you didn't vote for Kamala Harris because she's a woman.
No,
have a question.
I voted.
Does
I voted.
anti-black racism exist on the global stage?
Racism exists everywhere. DEI was racism against white men. It exists on every level.
Okay. Well, obviously, I disagree with their claim that DEI is racism against white men. For whatever reason, you just want to be oppressed. I don't fucking get it. Why do white men want to be oppressed so badly? I hate the American. I don't hate the American flag. I don't know where that came from.
You said it yesterday.
Do you mind if I finish running my argument here, sir? Thanks, man. So, anyways, you told us that racism does exist. So I have a question. Do you think that individuals should not have voted for Obama when he ran for president, since he's a black man and racism against black individuals exists on the global stage?
So how does racism towards Obama have to do with racism and what we're talking about with this last election? I'm looking at current events, not in the past.
So, Apple Glock, I understand you have a small brain, but I don't.
Okay, well, I can't read. I can't read, so there's that.
Really?
I mean, Dean, like I said, I'm trying to understand your talking points, bro, but my IQ doesn't go that low, bro. It doesn't. So you got to break it down Barney style for me.
Okay, well, now I like unironically like feel bad for saying that. I'm just gonna go ahead and run my.
Okay, all right, let's get to it. Okay, so you asked me, do I think if people were racist for not voting for Obama?
Okay, let me explain that point. Let me explain that point. So you told me that you didn't vote for Kamala Harris because she's a woman.
I never would.
And there's a lot of other countries that are prejudiced against women. Okay, all right. Well, there's also a lot of other countries that are prejudiced against black people. So if your logic would follow, would you say that no one should have voted for Obama in the same way you say that no one should have voted for Kamala Harris?
No, not at all. Because she's the difference is she's a woman. Color, ethnicity has nothing to do with it. She's a woman and she will not be respected on the world stage by other countries that do not respect women.
Same would go for black people. They wouldn't be respected by countries that don't respect black people.
I mean, is there prejudice in the United States? Yes, there is. Prejudice it exists, and if people
that's the analogy here. Do you understand it? Like, there's other countries that wouldn't respect Kamala Harris because of what's in between her legs. Therefore, you don't think anybody should have voted for her.
I mean, I'm not
the
saying
conceptual
that.
analogy here is there's other countries.
I'm not saying that. You asked me a reason why I didn't. You asked me a
finish.
reason why I didn't vote for her, and I gave you my. And that's only one of the many reasons I didn't vote for her.
I'm trying to give you an analogy.
I understand what you're saying. I totally get what you're
Okay,
going.
break it down. What am I saying?
So what you're trying to get me to say is that, oh, well, because she's a certain color, that you shouldn't vote for her because she's a certain color, or that I'm saying that other countries will not respect her because they're Muslim countries.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm just gonna run this down on you. And plus, by the way, if you just said they won't respect her because they're Muslim predominant countries
that do not respect women. Muslim countries do not respect women. Saudi Arabia, no, they do not.
Okay, so in the same way, parts of the Quran are very misogynist. This would also go for parts of the Christian Bible. So if you're gonna, appeal towards a disdain towards Islam due to misogynistic teaching, I hope that you hold that same energy towards Christianity. Now,
I'm not a
to
Christian,
get back to what I was saying,
I'm not a Christian, so yes.
You're telling me that there's other countries that want to respect her because she's a woman, meaning that you shouldn't have voted for her.
100%.
So, is there other countries that would not respect a president that's black because they're black?
No, they don't respect her because she's a woman.
This
and that's what I've been saying this whole time.
An analogy that I'm making in relation to Obama.
I get what you're saying, but I'm just clarifying my talking point.
Listen, man. Okay, guys, I'm just having a little bit of a hard time here. I'm having a really hard time here. Should I try it again? Oh my God! Yo. First of all, Pondering Politics, thank you for the $20 YouTube super chat saying, great work, Dean. Libs and progressive/dims need to conquer the debate space and you're helping the war effort. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you for that love, Pondering Politics. That's very good. Thank you for the $20 one moment. Also, Janet, how are we doing today, Janet? Welcome in, Janet, with the $100 YouTube super chat. Another common W, Janet. Thank you so much for the love, Janet. Janet says, come to Fort Collins. I love what you do. Keep it up, sir. Dude, I'm in Boco all the time. I need to head up to Fort Collins. I'd love to go check out CSU, man. That's sick, Janet. I didn't know you're from Fort Collins. Great area, man. I lived in Boco for like 2-3 years. And thank you so much for the $100. I want to see at least 1,000 W Janets in both of the live chats, as well as Trisha with a $5 and Elizabeth with a 5 as well. Okay, so I'm gonna try one last time to explain to you the analogy in which I'm presenting to combat your point here.
Or do you just want to move forward?
I want to try one last time, and if you're unable to kind of,
I'll try, but my IQ doesn't go that low, so I'll try.
Okay, man. I'm not gonna make fun of your intelligence. I'm just
gonna
making
fun of yours, not mine. Your comprehension skills are not very high.
I understand that's how you feel, man. I'm sorry that you feel that way. Now to get back to the debate, you told me once again that people shouldn't have voted for Kamala Harris because.
No, I said that's why I didn't vote for her.
All right.
So I didn't say people. I said me, as in me, myself, and I.
So you think a good reason to not vote for Kamala Harris is because she's a woman, and why that is the case is because there's other countries that don't respect women.
She would not have been respected.
Overwhelmingly, all that you're telling me here is if a candidate running for a public office such as the presidency possesses a character attribute that other world leaders don't have respect for, you shouldn't vote for them. And in the same way, other world leaders may not respect women. We've agreed that anti-black racism exists on the global stage, meaning that other world leaders may not respect a black leader. So, in the same way, you wouldn't have voted for Kamala Harris for this reason. Should you have not voted for Obama for the same reason? Because he possesses a character attribute that other world leaders would also not hold respect for, and that is found within the fact that he's black.
So again, like I said, he's a man and she's a woman. That's the difference there. That's what I said. Ethnicity has nothing to do with it.
Okay, well, if you're saying that you wouldn't have considered the fact that other world leaders would have had disrespect for Obama because he's black, why do you consider the fact that other world leaders would have had disrespect for Kamala Harris because she's a woman?
Because she's a woman. If you ever noticed, Harris, when she was VP, never had any trips overseas anywhere. She did nothing in 4 years. She didn't have any foreign trips. Oh, I'm sorry. She went to Central America. Sorry. Okay, I eat that. She went to Central America.
What the fuck?
Hey, cool gift, bro.
I've never seen that gift before. Holy crap.
Cool.
Yo. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Brian, for like the coolest gift I have literally ever seen. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Everybody, please show some love to Ryan down below in that comment section. That is insane. Thank you so very, very much, Brian. Everybody, please show some love to Brian literally right now. I really do appreciate you so much for that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brian. Real quick, do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I can't agree with that because the world's fucked up, but I just go with no, I do not.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I mean, at this point, I've like thoroughly exhausted.
No, you're good. You're good. I got to get going. Dean, it's always fun talking to you guys, bro. Have a good one, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just, dude, holy fuck. Like, holy shit, man. We're just gonna go to move on to the next guest. I'm mind blown. I'm mind boggled at, what's up, Venom? Did he vote for Trump? Okay, Venom's not here. We're gonna go to move on to the next guest literally right now. Everybody just kind of give us a minute. I'm so sorry. That was just like the worst, like most illogical conversation I've ever had with anybody ever. Guys, was my point there like hard to understand? Out of curiosity, I don't know. All right. Go ahead and drop a MAGA down below in that live chat if you do want to come up and debate. We're going to go to get our next guest up here literally right now, guys. For the 4.1 thousand people hanging on that TikTok live stream, guys, make sure that we're hopping in that queue if we did vote for Trump. Keep in mind, if you are in that queue, make sure that does indeed mean that you voted for Trump, as we're just looking for some debates here today. And phenomenal. Let's go and get that next guest up in here. What is going on, Pop? Did you vote for Trump?
I did not, no.
All right. Well, then please leave. We're just looking for some debates. We're going to go and get that next guest, Ali, up in the live. Here we go. Phenomenal. Here we go. Next guest is loading in, guys. Make sure that we're double tapping on that phone screen. Let's try to get up to 500,000 double taps and 1,000 shares. Next guest is loading in right now. If you want to support the stream, feel free to support the stream on PayPal. Where I get 100% of the proceeds, and you can find the link to my PayPal down below in the link tree in my bio. You could also support me over on YouTube Super Chat if you don't have PayPal and you still want to support the stream. BEARJ with the $20 YouTube Super Chat saying his IQ doesn't go lower because it's already at 0. Thank you for the love, BEARG, with the $20 Super Chat and the funny message as well. Thank you so much for the love. What is going on, guest? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
How old are you?
20.
20. Okay. What year were you born in?
2004.
Phenomenal. So why did you vote for Trump?
I voted for him because we need someone who has a lot of strength to show.
Real quick, when you're driving a car, what does a solid yellow line next to a dotted yellow line mean?
I don't drive.
What's a mortgage?
I don't own a house.
Okay, but you did know what a mortgage is. Do you work?
No.
What year did you graduate from high school?
2022.
I have a feeling that this is a 20-year-old.
No doubt about that.
I have a I don't know. I don't think that this is a fetus. Okay, what's one thing only an adult would know?
They have to pay taxes when they work.
Okay, what's... I don't know. I think this could be a... Okay, be honest. Are you seriously 20? Because I'll let you stay up here if you're young. Okay,
Yeah, I'm 20.
Okay.
I'm 20.
Okay, by the way, guys, I was gonna kick them if they said that they were a fetus. I was just baiting them with that. Okay, why did you vote for Trump?
Well, I voted for Trump because I didn't really like the whole Biden administration because it presented weakness.
Okay, so what specifically about the Biden-Harris administration presented weakness?
Well, just that, they wanted to help everybody they could.
So you think, okay, are you a Christian?
Yeah.
Did Jesus want to help everybody that he could?
Well, I don't really know if Jesus was actually alive. Can't prove that.
You just said that you were a Christian.
Well, yeah, that's what I align with.
So if you're a Christian, that means that you believe Jesus was alive.
Well, I believe in what I know for a fact.
So then you wouldn't be a Christian.
Then I guess I wouldn't be a Christian.
I'm so sorry. You're just racking my brain. This is hell for me. Do you guys see what I go through with some of these guests? Do you just... It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It's painful. Hello, Dylan. Did you vote for Trump?
Hell no.
Now hop out. We're gonna get that next guest up in here. Just drop a maggot down below in that comment section if you want to pop up a debate. My brain, man, I'm not having fun right now, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. We're not having a good day so far. Chloe, you vote for Trump?
Yes.
How old are you?
18.
That was a lie. I could just hear it in your voice. Moving on to the next guest. Everyone just give us a minute for the 4.3 thousand people in the TikTok live stream, guys. Make sure that we're double tapped on that phone screen. Here we go. Here we go. Next debate is loading up. I don't know why there's so many fetuses that want to talk to me, okay, man? We're just looking for adults that voted for Trump to come up here and debate. Tim, you vote for Trump?
How you going?
Doing all right. Did you vote for Trump?
I don't live in America, but I would have.
Pop out. Moving on to the next guest. We have Dana loading up in. Jacob, thank you for the $5 YouTube super chat saying, hey, Dean, it may sound weird, but I'm a conservative and I support and voted for Kamala Harris and I have autism and you're doing a good thing. Keep it up, bud. Jacob, I really appreciate you, man. And that's awesome that you support and voted for Kamala Harris. Thank you for the love, Jacob. Dana, what's up? Did you vote for Trump? Dana, hello?
Some guy with a hangover will show up at their house.
Nope,
right?
Dana's not here, so we're going to move on to the next guest. Eric with the $10 YouTube super chat with no message. Thank you for the love. That's very, very kind. Next guest is going to be loading up right now. We got Patrick loading in the box. Here we go. Dana had that MAGA look. She sure did. What is up, Patrick? Did he vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you do that?
I did it.
Okay. Hi. Did you vote for Trump?
Can you have my baby, please?
What?
Dean, that park. I told you, Dean, can you have my baby?
Oh my God. Goodbye. Hello, Cameron. Did you vote for Trump?
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I did.
All right. Why did you vote for the worst president of your life, man?
I'm usually an independent. I really don't vote. I only vote for something that benefits my people and the Democratic people. The Democratic Party hasn't benefited my people in over 50 years when they're the strongest voting bloc that the Democratic Party has. It's very strange to me that they prioritize LGBTQ, they prioritize other minority groups over their strongest voting bloc. It makes zero sense to me.
Okay, well, first of all, are you speaking to us through a headset or something? We could barely hear you.
Yeah, hold on.
All right, while you're taking the headset off, I guess I'll go ahead and start responding to your position because you essentially just told us that you voted for Donald Trump because the Democrat Party has not done enough for Black Americans. So I think that two things can be true simultaneously. I'm actually very sympathetic to the view that the Democrat Party has not done enough for Black Americans in modern American history. All the
Right.
benefit that the Democrat Party has served to Black Americans has been indirectly, and there's been no direct policy influence get passed through Congress by Democrat administration to benefit, Black Americans. I could agree with that. Now, what I would also like to add on here is, although that is true, it is also the case that Donald Trump and the Republican Party is significantly worse for Black Americans compared to Kamala Harris
How
or the
so?
Democrat Party.
How so? I don't think any party really benefits Black Americans, but I think that Trump, at least he acknowledges us. He acknowledges that we are intertwined with the 14th Amendment. He acknowledges that we are here, uh, unlike the Democratic Party that doesn't acknowledge us at all, or
Okay.
our specific problem in America.
So first of all, the Trump administration's attack on DEI is just the Trump administration attack on Black Americans. What we
I
see,
disagree. I disagree.
I mean, I
I
think
don't
that
think
I
DEI.
think that is literally like undeniable after like the Kendrick halftime show. We had like half of the conservative voter base on Twitter calling Kendrick Lamar DEI. Meanwhile, he is the most accomplished rap artist in modern American history. Like I
That's
mean,
that's
and when Republicans call Kendrick Lamar DEI, all that they're really saying is he's black, and I want to try to find a way to stigmatize him because he's black. And the Trump administration has perpetuated very similar notions as would relate to blaming like the helicopter crash in with the plane on DC as being quote unquote DEI. We don't even know what that means. Just another way to hold minority communities culpable for a bad event occurring. And what that
right.
has led to, socially speaking, is plenty of conservatives looking at any black individual fulfilling a position, a job, or a role in the labor force in America today, and they'll just call them DEI because they're black, unrelated to any evidence of a lack of qualification, and that stigmatizes black workers in America to a higher degree than what we've seen prior.
Yeah. Well, I think we should differentiate who's because I think you're trying to lump all conservatives into this little white supremacist kind of box. But I think, are there conservatives that are like very racist, very white supremacist? Yes, but there are some conservatives that are normal people, and I think the use of DEI, it really never affected black people to begin with. It never helped us in any way. It helped white women. It helped immigrant parties. It did not help. Only I think 4% of it helped Black Americans. I mean, when is the last time a black person got hired because he's black? Like that's not a thing. That doesn't happen. Um,
So what you just told me, some of the things you just told me were true. Like you said that DI helps white women the most, as it would relate to affirmative action and like public institutions of education today. You're right. It serves to the interests of white women the most, and I agree. That's wrong. Like that's not something we should have. I agree that it shouldn't serve to the interests of white women the most, but the second part of your statement that you said that DI doesn't help black people in America today. I mean, tell Trump that. Like seriously, tell fucking Trump that so he stops going around and blaming everything on DEI, right? Advocating for this notion that black individuals are culpable for a lack of efficiency and various labor fields leading to negative outcomes for the average American, which is
right.
in
I
other
feel
words
like
just blaming issues on black people that weren't related to the issue, which is just fucking racism. I mean, and like even beyond like the socialization of the messages that he's perpetuated about DEI, which inevitably just reduces down to more racism to black people. He also cut funding to HBCUs. His tax policy regressively impacts those that make less money more. And when we consider the socioeconomic discrepancies between the average white American and black American caused by slavery and its aftermath, that means that disproportionately impacts black individuals more. He referred to things such as black jobs on the debate stage with Joe Biden, and he literally told people not to vote for Obama because he was a black man. And because he was a black
he
man,
didn't say that.
apparently
He
he was born in Kenya, which meant he was not constitutionally able to run for the presidency, which is the birther myth of Barack Obama that Donald Trump perpetuated from 2011 until 2014. and he's never apologized, hold himself accountable. Not to mention calling for the death penalty for the exonerated Central Park Five 12 years after their exoneration, calling all black people lazy in the 90s, or denying housing applications to black people in the 70s. These are all examples of incredibly racist things that Trump has done and how his policy disproportionately impacts black Americans the most in a negative fashion. And because of these facts, I would say a Democrat Party doing nothing for black Americans, all while not optimal, is better than the Republican Party actively harming black Americans. And I think the appropriate solution to the issues in America as it would relate to treatment of black Americans in the 2024 election would have been a vote for Kamala Harris with advocacy for further communication within the Democrat Party to advocate for more direct policy to benefit black Americans.
Okay. Well, let's look at DEI. Yes, it is used as a derogatory term for black people, but also it could be used for a derogatory term towards women or other minority groups. So when people say DEI, they're not only talking about black people. I get where you're saying like it could be used as a term for black people. Yes, I agree with that, but it's more of a generalized term if you're just not white. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah. So all that you're telling me is that, the motivations behind the beliefs and propositions set forth by Trump and the MAGA party aren't just racist. They're also sexist, misogynistic, and bigoted towards anybody that is not a straight white man.
And I could agree with that. I never said I liked the Republican Party, but it would have. I just don't see it would have been any different for who I voted for. I mean, to your point, you said that Kamala can like extend our reach through the government. I just disagree. She's not. When I mean Black American, I mean Black people that were born in America, Black people that were victims of the slave trade, the chattel slavery. That's what I mean about Black Americans. Kamala is not a Black American. She is an East Asian woman. She's an East Asian.
God.
She's an East Asian woman. She's not Black American.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, I want to ask you a question. Do you know what it means to be biracial?
Yeah, of course.
What does it mean to be biracial?
To have two different races
and
in your DNA.
And how does one become biracial?
If their parents have two different races in their DNA.
Phenomenal. Kamala Harris is biracial. Her father is a black man from Jamaica.
So
her mother
was her black father in her household? Was she raised by her black father or her East Asian mom?
I'm unaware of the parental structure of her growing up. I'm under the impression that she was raised by both her father as well as her
father
mother.
wasn't there. Her father wasn't there. He was still in Jamaica. Her East Asian mother and her moved to America, and she raised her as a single mother. She was raised as an East Asian lady. I can understand what you're saying. She has melanin in her skin.
I think that not only is a statement possibly wrong, but I actually think that this perpetuates, a lot of bigotry and prejudice against Black Americans, as it is the case that there is plenty of Black Americans that grew up without a father because of things such as the war on drugs or systemic racism as it would relate to over-policing of Black men in America today. So when you say that Kamala Harris is not Black because she grew up without her father in the household, you are not only directly speaking to her, but also indirectly speaking to plenty of other Black Americans that grew up without a father because of systemic racism.
But Dean, this is what I'm saying. Black American is an ethnic group. You cannot be Black American if your father is from Jamaica. We're talking about the victims of chattel slavery, the real Black Americans that's been here for 400, 500 years.
Do you think that the transatlantic slave trade only reached America? The transatlantic slave trade also reached Jamaica. In fact, there was Irish plantation owners in Jamaica. And, the fact of the matter is she's actually related to one. And please tell me why a Black woman would be related to an Irish slave owner reaching 4 to 5 generations back. It's because that Irish slave owner raped one of her black ancestors that was enslaved. So
Right.
when you tell me that she wasn't personally impacted by chattel slavery because her, the fact that her father is from Jamaica compared to America is false, and in fact, her lineage was impacted by chattel slavery in an identical way to so
But
many
not the same
black
way, dude.
Americans.
Not the same way though. We are two different people. We're two different ethnic groups. Yes, we are both racially black, but we are two different people with two different lineages. Her lineage just goes back to the Caribbean. Mine comes back to here. I have no other lineage but in America. And we are being overshadowed by immigrants that come from Jamaica or come from Africa, and these other things are mixing in with us, and nobody can tell the difference. But this is the thing. You need to focus on the Black Americans that's been here for 500 years.
This is crazy.
How's that crazy?
I'm so sorry. What the fuck gives you the right to determine who is or isn't a black American? I'm so sorry for you to sit here and act like you care about systemic racism and tell me that you didn't vote for the Democrat Party because they haven't done enough to address it, but then literally demean the impact that systemic racism has on black women in America today. Going as so far as to turn Kamala Harris into a villain because her black ancestry originates from Jamaica compared to America, which, by the way, black ancestry, it did not originate in America. All right. The black individuals that came to America were forced to come to America. So when you tell me that you don't value her black ancestry from Jamaica because you only value black ancestry from America, you understand that ancestry both relates to the forced transatlantic slave trade, right? That comes from Africa.
I completely agree with you, but we are two different. That doesn't change the fact that we have two different lineages. Just because we both are, our race are black. Yes, we are both black. Her lineage goes back to the Caribbean.
So I just want to clarify. She shouldn't be considered a black American because her ancestors were enslaved in Jamaica compared to America.
Yes, we grew up differently culturally. She grew up a Jamaican. Well, if her father was in the household, she would have grew up as a Jamaican. I am not Jamaican. I am American. I'm ethnically, culturally American.
This is some of the craziest shit that I've ever heard. Is Jaden, Athena, because man, I'm not gonna lie. I would much.
You just haven't heard this point of view.
I would much prefer, a black individual to have this conversation with you compared to me. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that would be significantly better.
That fit makes you feel comfortable, but we can really have this conversation. Everybody,
Santana, an individual of color to be able to come up here. If you know where Athena, Santana, Jaden are at, please feel free to send a live to them. So you're saying that. So I have a question. So why is lineage relevant in determining who is and isn't a black American? That's like me saying because this white guy that lives across the street from me has lineage from Italy, he's not a white American.
We are both black, but you have to focus on the people that are been here for 500 to 400 years through chattel slavery. It doesn't make sense for you to go back and try to focus on people that didn't go through what black Americans went through.
Wait, but her lineage did go through what black Americans who have lineage related to chattel slavery in America went through.
Not just only chattel slavery.
Once again, her ancestors experienced chattel slavery inside of Jamaica.
Did they experience segregation? Did they experience redlining? Did they experience all these other things that we systematically experience in America?
Kamala Harris is 58 years old. Do you think that her father immigrated into America when 2 years before she was born? Her father experienced segregation. Her father experienced redlining. I mean, redlining still exists fucking today. So for you to say that Kamala Harris nor her family did not experience things such as legal segregation or redlining is absolutely false.
I cannot agree. I don't think she experienced that. I think she experienced a single parent household.
Wait. Her father experienced segregation as it would apply to America prior to the Civil Rights Act.
How?
Because that was when public businesses inside of America were racially segregated. You understand that like legal inequities for Black Americans only ended, like 60 years ago, and that doesn't account for modern day redlining or the war on
She's
drugs
East
either,
Asian.
right?
Her mother is East Asian. She's
Yeah,
not black.
and that's why the first question that I asked you was if you know what it means to be biracial, because her father's Black and her mother's South Asian, not East Asian.
Oh well, South Asian. Her mother wouldn't experience
He
the
was in
type
America
of
for decades under Jim Crow era segregation.
right. Well, a East Asian lady going through Jim Crow is not the same as me going through Jim Crow.
Her father, a Black man, was living in America for decades under Jim Crow era segregation.
Is he living in America now?
I'm pretty sure Donald. Yeah, because he ended up being a professor at some
I thought he was in
some
Jamaica.
California institute. Donald Harris, where does he live? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, he retired in 2015, and he has a residence in D.C. Yeah.
Can you search when he came to America while you're on your computer?
Let's see. Okay, so Harris arrived at the University of California, Berkeley, in the fall of 1961.
1961. Okay, I guess he would have experienced some type of segregation if he was in the country in 1961.
Thank you.
But still, that's not the majority of Jamaicans. He experienced it himself personally. Most Jamaicans, most of the people in her lineage never experienced that. So we are not the same people. She's a whole different ethnic group.
Okay, so I just want to clarify. You're trying to segregate Kamala Harris outside of the category of being considered a Black woman because of a difference in ethnicity?
I'm segregating her from claiming my ethnicity.
I can't even like believe. I'm just so.
You just haven't heard
What
this point of
do you
view yet.
need? So in order to be a Black American, you need to be directly related to enslaved Africans as a result of the
Yes,
transatlantic
if
slave
you're-
trade in America. Why is that?
If your lineage goes back to chattel slavery and your family has been in America, they fought in World War I, World War II, Civil War.
Okay, so why do you believe that? Why do you think that that is required to be a Black American?
'Cause
Because
we
when
were-
I hear the term Black American, what I automatically think about is a Black individual that's American.
That's wrong. That's a wrong thing to think because that's like thinking like
And
okay,
I'm asking you why.
okay, that's like thinking like most white tea people. They think like all Black people are the same.
Wait,
But
well,
we're
I have a
obviously
question.
not.
What's a white American?
A white American is a European. Or not? No, a Saxon.
Wait, were you
Anglo-Saxon,
were you about to say like a
Anglo-Saxon.
white person that's an American? Wait, am I fair to assume that a white American is a white individual that's an American?
Yeah, but you can't say you're a Black American.
So if a white American is a white individual that's an American, why is a Black American not a Black individual that's an American?
Because you don't differentiate off ethnicity.
You don't Okay,
Like
well,
you
if you're
don't
what?
like let me explain this. Okay, so we have different ethnic groups. When you go to Africa, you have Nigerians. When you go to Africa, you have Ghanaians. When you have UK Black Brits. These are whole different ethnic groups. You cannot come to America and try to blend into the Black American ethnic group when you're not a part of it. That's all her campaign
So
ran on.
I'd like to clarify that there is white individuals from Italy, there's white individuals from France, there's white
Right.
individuals from Russia, there's white individuals from Norway. But regardless if you're a white individual from Italy, France, Russia, or Norway, and you immigrate into America, and you are an American, you are thereby a white American. And I find that to be like even like more abundantly clear when you're a white individual born in America. I'm really confused here. So you accept that logic, but you don't accept it as it would relate to Black Americans. Are you like saying that you want to have a different classification of what a Black American is and isn't, predicated on like a shared identity of having ancestors that were victimized via white supremacy under the slave trade?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You have to be a
You
part
don't
of
you don't even
the.
uphold that. You don't even uphold that because it is the
But no,
case
that's what I'm.
that
That's what I'm
Kamala
saying.
Harris's black ancestors were victimized via the slave trade, and the slave trade reached many other areas than
Not
just
in America,
America.
not in the
So for
United
you to make
States of
the argument that
America.
it's predicated on the existence of a correlate to ancestry in America is now contradictory to your new position.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You said that white Americans, when you immigrate over from Russia or Italy, you come to America and you are a white American. I will disagree. You're not looked at as the same as the white people that were already here. You're looked at as a Russian. You're looked at as a Italian. You're
Okay,
not looked at as the
so
same.
on one side of my family, I had I've relationship. I think my great grandmother on my father's side of my family immigrated from Wales. So am I not a white American since my great grandmother immigrated on my dad's side immigrated from Wales?
You said your family immigrated over here when?
Well, on my dad's side, my great grandmother immigrated here from Wales at a young age.
Okay, so you're half Anglo-Saxon, half Wales. Then yeah, you would be considered a white American because part of your family has been here since chattel slavery.
Oh, so you're only a white American if you have relations back to as a white individual back to chattel slavery. That's your
No,
argument.
back to the 13 colonies were created.
Oh, okay. So if a British family were to pick up all their shit and move to America today in 200 years, let's just assume that they're 100% inbred. Okay, in 200 years, this family would not be white Americans.
If they immigrated straight from Britain, no, they're British. Their whole lineage comes from Britain.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Santana is in the queue. Bryn, thank you so much for the manifesting. Welcome in, Santana. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, Dean. How are you?
Man, I've not too good, Santana. I have had a day. And Santana, I would love for you to talk to Cameron. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of like overreaching now as a white guy. Please, I want to give you the mic.
It's all good, Dean. Listen, I appreciate you so much, Dean. Yeah, they I feel like they've made me dumber today. I do. I'm not even gonna lie, Dean. I feel like they have. Cameron, how are you, my friend?
How are you, sir? I'm good.
Wonderful, wonderful. Cameron, what's going on?
What's going on? What? He just doesn't. He doesn't understand my. Well, I think he understands it, but he just doesn't really want to talk about it because he's Caucasian. But
Okay, sure. Well, I'm willing to talk about it. Tell me your thoughts.
I mean, where do you want to start?
Wherever you want to go, my friend.
Okay, let's just catch Santana up to speed. So, he doesn't think that Kamala Harris is a black American.
Oh my God.
And the reason he doesn't think that Kamala Harris is a black American is because what I've been able to get off of him so far is in order to be black American, you have to have direct relation to ancestry of enslaved African individuals in America.
Oh, so he used the caveat that it has to be in America. So that's your premise. Your premise is because her ancestry, as far as enslaved Africans, aren't directly connected to America. That means she's not Black American.
Correct.
So what you're saying is that it doesn't matter that the basis of slavery, those black people coming from Africa and hitting multiple countries, they don't share that common ancestry. It doesn't matter that they share that common ancestry. For you, it's the fact that her ancestors weren't slaves in America. They were slaves in Jamaica. So that doesn't make her black.
Yeah, we're two different cultures.
That's absolutely insane.
We're two different ethnic. Hold on.
That's insane.
We're two different ethnic groups. She's Caribbean.
Hey, what is race based off of?
You said what is race based off of?
Yes.
Your skin?
Phenotypical characteristics.
Yeah.
So do black
Nobody's
people
saying
in
she's
Jamaica?
Not black. She's just not Black American. That's the whole point.
Okay, cool. Where was she born?
Jamaica, maybe? I don't really know.
No, California. No. Where was she born and raised?
I don't know. I don't really know much about her.
California.
Yeah. Specifically the area Oakland, right? Born and raised in Oakland, California. Cameron, do you know what college she went to?
You gonna tell me she went to an HBCU that
No, no,
makes her
no.
Black American?
I'm asking specifically, do you know which HBCU she went to?
No, I don't know what HBCU.
Cool. She went to Howard University. Howard University is not a HBCU. Howard University is the HBCU. As someone that actually went to an HBCU, Howard University is the most prestigious HBCU in this country. Cool. Do you know what sorority she's a member of?
Isn't it like what is it?
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, the oldest and first black sorority in this country. And as a member of the Divine Nine, I am a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I understand what it means to actually go to Howard University and actually join the first and oldest black sorority and join their Alpha chapter. That means that is the first chapter. That was the first place. That's where the actual sorority was founded. So not only did she go to the most prestigious black college in the country and join the oldest black sorority in their first ever chapter, but she then went on to caucus with a certain caucus in the Senate. Who did she caucus with in the Senate?
Sir, this is all.
Who did she caucus with in the Senate?
Dandy.
Who did she caucus with in the Senate?
Who gave her this opportunity to do all
Who did
this?
she caucus with in the Senate?
I don't know.
The Congressional Black Caucus. So you're telling me this woman who has an Afro-Jamaican father, which we do understand that those same people came from African enslavement, but she grew up in Oakland, California. She went to the prestigious HBCU while joining an actual the oldest black sorority, and then continue to actually caucus with the Black Congressional Caucus while in the Senate. You're telling me that this woman, one, is not black, and two, has not leaned into being black at every single aspect of her life. Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you think being a Black American is a culture?
I think that it's multifaceted, and I think that Kamala Harris absolutely meets every single marker that makes her a Black American, including having the phenotypical characteristics to be a Black American.
But did you go? That's crazy. That would mean that Black Americans here don't have their own ethnic group.
Cool. So are you telling me? Wait. So is your premise that Kamala Harris is not a part of the culture? Is that your point?
Yes, she's a second generation American.
But wait. So you're saying that Kamala Harris is not a part of the culture?
No, she was raised by an East Asian lady.
Cool. So you tell me that Kamala Harris is not a part of the culture while leaning into the culture in multiple facets, whether we talk about her making sure that she spends time interviewing with the Breakfast Club, whether that's her actually making sure that she partakes when at the White House, that she took specifically a part of the actual Black History Month and attending the actual the event where Black people were brought into the White House. There's multiple aspects that she has shown that not only is she in the culture, but she is of the culture. Have you seen this woman do the wobble? Dean, do you know what the wobble is? Hold on 1 second, Cameron. Hold on 1 second, Cameron. Dean, do you know what the wobble is?
I do not know what the wobble is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Kamala Harris can wobble. Anyway, Cameron, go ahead.
I'm gonna go grab a cup of water. I will be right back.
You're good. You're good, Dean.
I heard that. Is that cultural? Is that
you heard what?
I heard her say she washes her greens in the bathtub. Is that a part of the culture?
How many greens have you actually watched in a large amount?
Because
again, cool. If you're washing greens enough, yes, you wash greens in the sink. You wash greens in the sink. But if you are cooking a super large amount, it's not unforeseen to actually quote unquote wash them in the bathtub. Listen, I don't know what you've done in your life. I'm actually, hey, chat. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm black. I'm black, right? I'm blackity black. I have washed way more than greens in the bathtub, right? You know, so there's that, right? I've also grew up where I'm not privileged, and I had to actually wash clothes in the bathtub. So please don't spare me on her saying that she washed greens in the bathtub. Like,
that's something
stop it.
culturally that you have done. If you are a Black American, is that something you culturally have ever done?
Listen, the simple fact of the matter is that you're up here and you're attacking the actual You're attacking a black woman by saying that she's not black, which is
I'm
absolutely
not saying she's
insane.
not black. She is black, but she is not black American. It's a
Okay.
cultural difference.
Yeah. Again, I've already spoke to how she is and a part of the culture. So what's your next argument? That's absolutely insane.
Here go my next argument.
Do you want to know? Wait,
Who gave her the opportunity to do all those things that you just listed?
Can I just real quick? I want to repeat the first reason that he gave to me, insofar as why he voted for Trump. So he told us that he voted for Trump because the Democrats have not done enough for Black Americans, and that apparently that like logically entails that like Trump is much better for the Black community in America.
I
compared to
never
Kamala
said
Harris.
that. I never said Trump is better. I said.
Okay. Well, answer the question. Why did you vote for Trump?
Can you answer my question first?
What's your question?
I said, who gave her the opportunity to do all those great things that she came to America to do? Who gave her that opportunity?
I'm not understanding the premise of your question.
She is a second generation American.
Okay.
Before 1960s and civil rights, no black immigrants were even allowed in the country like that. So who gave her the
Wait, what? Wait. Say it. So wait. Say that statement again.
I said before the civil rights movement, black people were not could largely immigrate to America. Who gave her the
father immigrated
opportunity
to America prior to the
immigrate
Civil
to
Rights
America?
Where are you getting this information, friend?
Who gave her the
Wait. No.
opportunity to immigrate
Where are
to
you
America?
getting this information?
What do you mean? Where am I getting this?
Where are you getting this information that prior to the Civil Rights Act, that black immigrants could not actually come into the country?
I never said they couldn't. I said they weren't in large number. They weren't allowed in
So
large.
are you saying that the fact that prior to civil rights that racism was more rampant and it made it harder for black immigrants to come into the country? Because I'll agree with that. But
Yes.
specifically, are there laws? Are you referring to laws that actually stop them from immigrating?
Yes. Who protested?
Wait. So were there laws stopping them from coming into the country?
Who protested and gave them the right to immigrate over here and gave it to and had it acceptable for black people to immigrate to America?
Are you referring to the Republican Party?
I'm referring to Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, black Americans who fought for them to come over here to America, fought for people that had my skin color to be seen as equal.
Okay, so what's your point?
She's not black American. That's my point. If it wasn't for black Americans, she would never even have done that in the beginning. She wouldn't even be here.
Listen, I'm going to say this, and I would really love to hear you move to why you voted for Trump, because I'm sorry, but your actual talking points are dumb, and I'm just going to say it as nice as I can. It's dumb. It's dumb because you're sitting up here in front of 8.4 thousand people trying to actually, for some weird reason, explain to us why Kamala Harris is not quote unquote black American, even though she was born in America, even though she has a black father, Afro-Jamaican, even though we've spoken to her lineage as far as the multiple things that she's done to embrace not only black America, black culture, and also we've talked about how she leans into it every opportunity we can. Cool. Kamala Harris isn't the president. Kamala Harris isn't even a candidate anymore. You voted for Donald Jimothy Trump. Tell me, why did you do that?
Why? I voted for Donald Trump because the Democratic Party has not done anything for black Americans for the past any specific thing. Anything that's specific for black Americans.
Cool. Okay, cool. What has the Republican Party or Donald Trump done that makes you believe that they are doing anything or have done anything specifically for black Americans? So you're saying that the the Democratic Party hasn't done so. Cool, we can talk about that, but cool. What has Donald Trump done or the Trump administration done to actually benefit black Americans that earned your vote?
He acknowledges that we're here. He talks about black people. Democrats don't talk about black people.
Cool, so you're saying the fact that he's performative, that was enough to get your vote?
He acknowledges that we are here.
Okay, cool. So
That got my vote.
the only thing that the 34 count rapist, who's is known to be a sexist, a racist, he meets all 14 tenets of fascism. The only thing that he needed to do to get your vote, to be able to actively harm millions of Americans, strip away rights, take away social safety nets, the only thing that he had to do is say that black people are here, and that was good enough for you.
For him to acknowledge that we were here and that we needed attention and needed to be focused on.
Wait,
Yes,
wait, wait.
that got my vote.
When did Donald Trump make this acknowledgement?
Black jobs. He said they're taking black jobs. He acknowledged that the black job. Well, I don't know why people get mad at that.
What's a
We need
black
to be
job?
focused on black jobs.
What's a
That's
black
like the
job?
number one focus.
What's a black job?
A job that majority black people you feel me interview for.
Hey, Cameron, I got a question for you.
Is this?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop your fucking lying.
My
Cameron.
fucking brain hurts. My
Cameron.
brain hurts. Like,
Listen,
are you trolling?
Listen, Cameron,
No, I'm
you
not
know,
trolling.
Cameron, you know what Donald Trump thinks a black job is? He thinks
What do
that
you
black
think
people are still sharecroppers. That's why he said that. Because specifically, because specifically we know that undocumented immigrants are coming over and they prop up multiple industries, including the service industry. They also prop up the construction industry, and they also prop up the service, construction, and farming. Right. So we know that for a fact. And so he said, quote unquote, black jobs. Well, we also know that black people, more so specifically black women, shout out to black women in the chat. Shout out to the 92%. Black women are the most educated group in the United States. They are getting degrees at a higher clip than anyone else. So when you talk about black jobs, specifically black women are setting the tempo for black jobs to be jobs that are high paying, for them to be entrepreneurs. No, immigrants are not quote unquote taking black jobs.
There needs to be a middle class. Not everybody can be that successful. Not everybody has the money to go to college. You have to have a middle class.
Cool.
Where middle class people can you know.
I agree with you, Cameron. What are they doing to strengthen the middle class?
What is the Republicans doing?
Sure.
Yeah. What does Trump want to do to strengthen the middle class?
I couldn't tell you that.
Did you know that his economic policy only benefits individuals with a net income of over $395,000 annually, and anybody making under that dollar amount is actually negatively impacted by his economic policy when we consider his tariffs? And my source for this claim would be the Institute on Economics and Taxation. So when you tell me that there needs to be a middle class, it's very important. Not everybody's rich. Not everybody could go to college. Well, it is the case that Donald Trump is actively working to disenfranchise and destroy said middle class, and even disproportionately more so lower income Americans. And yeah, those are the facts.
Hey, Dean, fun fact, did you know that Kamala Harris actually had a plan to remove the restrictions or the mandate needed for government jobs to have a college degree, therefore freeing up those people that had certain certificates or training to actually allow them to take over the government jobs, propel themselves into a higher income bracket, and then also setting the example for the private sector to do the same thing, that way actually strengthening the middle class. But Donald Trump didn't have anything like that.
Not to mention that government jobs encompass about 14.5% of the workforce.
Okay,
So
you're
that would
talking
have a
about middle
massive
class.
impact.
My reason on voting for him was not because of the middle class. It was because of black people.
You
It's
just-
because of my people.
You brought up the middle class.
Wait,
You
can
said that.
Can I also just bring up the point?
I
that,
said that
Wait,
we
I
need-
just want to bring up the point. So, like, the average socioeconomic standing of a black American is much lower than that of the average white American because of slavery and its aftermath of systemic racism following slavery. And when we are discussing, like one politician advocating for policy to uplift low and middle class Americans. Meanwhile, another candidate is actively working to harm, destroy, and disenfranchise low income and middle class Americans. That is going to disproportionately harm black Americans. So you're like, I voted for Trump to help black Americans. Well, it is a case that his policy and agenda as a whole disproportionately harms black Americans.
what would the Democratic Party would have helped? How would the Democratic Party would have helped?
Black Americans, yes. Specifically, Kamala Harris mapped out a specific plan. You know, there were so many black men
Are you talking
crying.
about that black list that she came up with like 2 months before
Hey,
the
Cameron, are you
election?
are you gonna let me answer your question?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Black men were whining and crying and saying that Kamala Harris wasn't doing anything for them, even though Kamala Harris had multiple times said, understanding that actually benefiting a whole as far as helping everyone, it would raise all boats, and that we didn't specifically have to target Black Americans because Black Americans put so much back into the economy. But she went above and beyond and actually made a specific plan with multiple points as far as how she would actually benefit Black men, which included giving them a pathway to multiple avenues of entrepreneurship, also addressing their mental health, and also helping with the actual legalizing or getting into the legalized Mary Jane industry, which is booming now. So she specifically had a plan. Listen, she had a plan for everything, but you didn't care about the plan because she was a Black woman. For some reason, you decided that you wanted to lean into voting for the 34 count felon because you thought that it was a better deal because Democrats don't do anything for Black people without actually knowing anything or doing any research.
So when the Black Americans came up to her and said, "Are you going to do anything for Black people?" and she said, "Oh, I'm not going to do anything specifically for Black people," is that not a problem for you?
No. Did you listen to her
Why
entire
not?
quote? Did you listen to her entire quote?
That is the quote I heard.
No, it's not. That's not the whole quote. Did you listen to the entire quote? And first of all, no one came up to her. It was an interview. It was a question that was asked, and she said more than that. Did you listen to what she just said?
What did she say? All I needed to hear is that she's not doing anything specific for Black people.
Specific with an S, my friend. P is an O. That's the ocean. It's a S.
I have a list.
Wait,
that's all I need to know.
what if wait, okay, let's just accept that she wasn't going to do anything specific for Black individuals in America today. We do know it's the case that still yet Black individuals would have been worse off under a Trump presidency compared to a Kamala Harris presidency. So we could say that we want better out of the candidates running for presidency. We wish that Kamala Harris would have ran on policy that was specifically designed to uplift Black individuals in America, and I can even agree. To that.
That's her
I think that
strongest
we discussed
voting
that
bloc.
earlier. However, it is the case that we should take the candidate that has policy that will indirectly disproportionately benefit Black Americans compared to policy that will directly disproportionately disenfranchise Black Americans. We understand that, right?
I don't see the difference between the two.
What?
Honestly.
Because one hurts, one helps. Hello?
One doesn't help. She never helped anybody.
Wait, yes, no. When we pass tax policy that uplifts low income and middle class Americans, that'll disproportionately help Black Americans because of differences in socioeconomic standings as a result of slavery and its aftermath. When we
But don't you
reinstitute
think
and
something-
codify federal protections for every single woman and girl to have access to abortion, this is going to disproportionately help Black women in America today, as it is the case that 55% of respondents on exit polls after they've received an abortion indicate that the reason that they did so was because of financial instability. And this just once again relates to the difference in standings of socioeconomics, comparing the average white American and the average Black American, once again relating right back to systemic racism. So it is the case that yes, right, Kamala Harris's policy would have indirectly benefited Black Americans. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's directly hurts Black Americans. And I feel like there's a huge difference between those two things. And if you don't know the difference between hurting Black Americans and helping Black Americans, then I'm really not too convinced that you care that much about Black Americans.
The Democratic Party has been in office for a long time, and the Black community has not grown. It's not grown. They have not prioritized them. They have not prioritized us. That is
Cameron,
a
I'm going to
problem.
repeat this one last time. I can agree, okay? For the last time, I'm going to agree, all right? But once again, right, let's say that we'll take the party that is going to indirectly benefit Black Americans over the party that's going to directly hurt Black Americans. Would you rather the candidate that was slightly better for Black Americans or the candidate that was much worse for Black Americans? What's better, a little bit of progression or a lot of regression?
I need the Democrats to hear.
You're not answering my question. What's better, a little bit of progression or a lot of regression?
I wouldn't call it a lot of regression. I mean, right now, Black Americans are
Okay,
doing
any
fine.
amount of regression. Would you prefer a little bit of progression or any amount of regression?
I would sacrifice a little bit of regression for Democrats to finally acknowledge their strongest.
Sure. So, Cameron, take a whole step back and listen to the question that Dean is asking, right? And I want you to really think about this.
No.
I want you to really.
He just answered it. He just
Yeah.
answered. No, he said that
No.
he wants regression for Black
little bit.
Americans, right?
A little
so the Democrat Party will
acknowledge their strongest voting bloc.
That's fucking crazy.
It's insane. It's insane.
How
It's
else are we
insane.
gonna
So
get their
so
attention?
your thought process is harming everyone will justify your possibility of helping Black America, even though we know that the Republican Party has done nothing to actually benefit Black American health. The Republican Party hasn't done anything to actually benefit everyday Americans in a long time. But your premise is that you can somehow, quote unquote, force the Democrats to actually change and listen to
There
how?
needs to be a change.
How?
There needs to be a change.
How? Why? If you're not voting for
If
them,
they're
then
not
why
doing
would
it
they
right
listen to
now,
you?
something has
If
to
you're not
happen.
voting for them, then why are they listening to you? How did that work out for anyone that had protest votes? That was actually protest voting and said, "Oh, I'm going to vote for Jill Stein because I want them to protect Palestine." Where Kamala Harris was offering a two-state solution, where Donald Trump was saying that he wanted to actually give Israel Palestine. Like, how did that benefit? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. That's
How did-
insane.
How did giving $105 billion to Ukraine benefit Black
Ukraine.
people?
Again, 184.8 billion,
okay.
but
It's
again,
even
that
more
has
than what I thought.
nothing to do with it. The money comes out of the DoD budget.
Wouldn't it have been
Again,
great if they would have put that back into the American people, back to the Black population? Why are they sending it overseas?
Real quick, could we agree that there was a lot of white supremacists in America that only voted for Trump to regress Black communities across America?
Yeah, the first time I said I know
Can we
there's
agree
white
on that?
supremacists in the conservative party. I know
Yeah.
that's why I'm independent.
Yeah. So, what is the distinction in the material consequence of a KKK member's vote for Trump and your vote for Trump? Because both of you guys voted for
Democrats
Trump
started
to
KKK.
regress Black individuals in America. Seemingly, the only difference here is your intention, right?
But you can't.
Do you think that intentions can be morally relevant to the evaluation of the morality or immorality of an action, and if we should consider it to be a tremendous harm for a white supremacist to vote for Trump to regress Black Americans? Although we could recognize that you don't possess the same intention as the white supremacist, seemingly you're still perpetuating a lot of material harm.
To Black people.
Yeah.
I don't see it that way. I see it as a way I do see
So
it as.
how can the KKK member be perpetuating material harm, but you're not perpetuating material harm?
Because
even though you guys are
KKK
engaging
members-
in the same action for the same reason.
White supremacists are delusional. They think that they represent who's in office.
Wait, are you
White
calling it
supremacists-
delusional to vote for a candidate to regress Black Americans?
also, I was going to say, what's the difference between their delusion and your delusion? Because it kind of seems
I'm
similar
not
to me right
delusional.
now.
I don't think the Republican
You're
Party
very
is a better
delusional.
choice than the Democratic Party.
You're very delusional because you think that your vote for Donald Trump did anything outside of strengthening the Republican Party, Donald Trump's whole, and harming multiple people. Your vote didn't help Black America. Your vote hurt Black America. Literally.
I don't think of it like that. I think Democrats need a wake up call, and losing the election or it's giving them their wake up call, and they're coming at it from new angles and trying to strengthen their reach.
Listen,
They gotta look at what
you're absolutely right. The Democratic Party needs reform. The Democratic Party needs a change of pace. They need an understanding as far as their messaging. They need to lean into certain people like AOC, like Jasmine Crockett. They need to lean into the youth movement Like not actually that.
I agree.
How about we discuss who needs the wake up call more? The Democrats or the Republicans? Sure, Democrats need a wake up call. But I'd say with this binary choice of Democrats or Republicans, and we are going to vote in protest of the party who needs the wake up call to a higher degree, who needs the wake up call more? The party that hasn't directly focused on black Americans enough, or the party that has directly focused on harming black Americans? Because at the end of the day, if all that you care about is a higher quality of life for black individuals in America today, wouldn't you have voted for the Democrat Party to hopefully give a wake-up call to the Republicans? What if we just turned this around? Voted against the Republicans so they can have a wake-up call to see, recognize, hear, and understand that they need to advocate for policy that's good for all Americans, not just rich white guys. What about that?
We did that with Biden. We did that with Biden, and it did not work. It did not work.
Okay, so if it didn't work on the Republicans, why do you think it'd work on the Democrats?
Because I believe in the Democratic Party. I believe in their intentions. I think they have good intentions, but they need a wake up call. They need to focus on their strongest.
So okay, cool. Question: what are you doing to provide that wake up call? You specifically, outside of throwing away your vote. Outside of throwing away your vote, specifically, what are you doing?
For a wake up call for the Democrats?
Yes, specifically, what are you doing?
I mean, what are they doing?
No, my friend. You are sitting here saying that the Democratic Party needs a wake-up call. I agree with you, right? But the only thing that you've done was throw away your vote and harm other people. So what are you doing specifically to give that wake-up call to the Democratic Party? Are you calling your local elected officials? Are you actually trying to schedule appointments with members of the Democratic Party? Are you out actually stomping? Are you out running for office trying to take people out of power that are established Democrats and they aren't going to be beneficial to everyday Americans? What are you doing that actually is going to change the Democratic Party besides throwing away your vote and harming millions of Americans because you don't understand how things work?
I think that me voting for the Republican Party.
Hey, Cameron.
Hold on, let me finish.
Hey, Cameron.
Can I finish?
I promise you it doesn't matter what you think. What are you doing?
I mean, the Democrats losing the election, a reparation bill got introduced, right? So something changed, right?
No. Where's their reparation bill?
They started talking about reparations, right?
You do understand that Kamala Harris. You do understand that Kamala Harris was saying that she was going to commission a study to actually see about reparations. You tell me specifically, where's their reparation bill?
I mean, yeah, commission a study. That's what they did.
You do understand that there has to be a study commission before anything can actually happen. You do understand that's how it works.
It's been a commission before, right? And they didn't want to go along with that, right? There's been a study before.
Sure. Can you show me where it was done?
There's been a study before. They've already tried.
Can you substantiate that?
It was a lie.
Can you substantiate that?
I cannot substantiate that,
Okay,
but I do believe that
there was an actual study that was commissioned within California, and they actually verified that yes, reparations are needed for Black Americans, and they actually the only reason that they didn't follow through with that actual information is because the actual opportunity for reparations nationwide was on the table. And so if California went through with their reparations for Black Americans, then it would harm and limit the ability to get one passed on a nationwide level.
I have a question. How do you feel about all the harm generated by the Trump administration outside of the harm we've already went over as it would impact Black Americans? Like, do you just think that's kind of just harm that had to happen?
You talking about harm for like LBG,
Yeah, the further perpetuation of homophobia in America today, the further perpetuation of sexism, grape culture in America today, this call for ethnic cleansing, annexation, and ownership of the Gaza Strip, impacting 1.4 million individuals, 77 million American women that no longer have access to abortion, which, by the way, does impact Black women, the 60 great victims per day that are denied access to abortion, which, by the way, does impact Black women. And all that, it just had to happen, right?
Abortion isn't illegal. It's not illegal. You can still get abortion.
Cameron, what the fuck? Abortion is banned outright, even in circumstances of rape in 12 states, and 1 out of 3 women of reproductive age in America today don't have elective access to abortion either. 77 million
I agree
American
with that.
girls. So it is
But
illegal for
it's not
77
illegal.
million American girls. Yes. False.
But it's not illegal.
Indeed, it
It's
is.
illegal for some people.
It is illegal for 77 million American women and girls. Yep.
But yeah, I'm only focused on my people. It's like saying
Because it's because
house
it
is on
only
fire,
matters
and I'm
about
worried
you.
about-
Because
and
you
I'm worried
only
about
care about
other
you.
people.
You specifically
My
only
house
care
is on
about
fire.
you.
I have to prioritize my people, my house.
Cameron, you are willing to sacrifice everyone else for
my
you.
people. Yes, for my
For
people.
you. That's insane.
Not for me, for my people.
No.
For Black Americans.
No, because you're not.
Everybody's
Listen,
been prioritized.
you can't say.
They've
Did you
been
even hear what Dean
prioritized.
just said?
Immigrants, they've
You
been
can't. You
prioritized.
cannot say that you're actually doing anything for Black people when there's other policies like outlawing AB that will harm Black women. You can't do that. You can't be for parts of the Black people, but not for all of the Black. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. I just Santana, is there anything else you want to go over?
Nope, not at all, Dean. Not one thing.
Great, man. That guy's fucking crazy. Absolutely
Holy
nuts.
smokes.
Literally just nuts. Like literally just fucking insane. Absolutely nuts. I can't even like. My brain, man. It's just shot. Like I'm coming up on like 3 hours on the stream. I feel like I've been live for 12, dude.
Bro, same. I literally just finished mine, and I was just telling my chat, like, I feel dumber after these conversations. Like, I don't know what's happening.
A little bit. So you want to hang out up here for a little bit?
Yeah, I'll hang out.
Bye.
I'll hang out. Can I shout out a few people, because your people have been going insane.
Yeah, I got a couple people to thank as well.
You go first. It's your show.
No. Let me get a next guest up in here, and while I'm doing that, please feel free to thank your donors.
Okay, and guys, I'm just gonna say thank you, and I'll read the message later because there's a lot of messages. Michael, thank you for the 3. Carissa, thank you for the 10. Sela, thank you for the 5. Roxy, thank you for the 1. Venus, thank you for the 1. Jay, thank you for the 10. Zahara, thank you for the 2. Bentley, thank you for the $25, saying thank you for educating and laboring today. Absolutely. Thank you for that $25. Atrice, thank you for the 10. Gwen, thank you for the 10. Spork, what up, Spork? Thank you for the 5. Addie, thank you for the 5. And absolutely, guys, a million W's in the chat for Jody. Thank you for the $50 for the emotional labor. I appreciate you more. Thank you.
Then also, I haven't read donos in the last hour, so I have quite a few to catch up on, y'all. I was too focused on these conversations, so I'm just gonna go ahead and split this up into like different segments over the course of this conversation, so I'm not just sitting here for like the next couple minutes. But I'd like to start by seriously thanking you, Kaylee and Andrew, both for the $5, Jacob with the $5, and Eric with the $10. Thank you guys so much. Alongside Sam with the $5, then Bob with the 20. I want to see at least 200 W Bobs in those live chats, as well as 100 W's for Chloe and 100 W's for Tim from the $10 from Tim and the $10 from Chloe. Cameron with a 4, and then Kaya with the 30 Australian dollars. So let's get at least 300 W's for Kaya. Thank you so much. It's very, very kind of you. Dexter with a 5, John with a 2, Lynette with a 5, Rachel with a 5, Zero with a 2, Nothing with a 5, Feet with a 3, Jennifer with a 5, Swagger with a 5, Rachel with a 5, Rachel with another 5, Kaylee with a 5, Jennifer with a 10. Thank you so much for the love, Jennifer. You guys are very, very kind, and appreciate you, everyone, so much for the love. And my computer is now broken and frozen, and I can't scroll through any of them because I need to get a new GPU. Let's see here. Rachel with $1, Jennifer with a 10, and it's just stopping working. I can't even scroll through the donors anymore, see the chat. What is going on? Zach with a 5, then Brandon with a 5. Thank you guys so much. If you're watching the stream and you do want to support the stream, feel free to donate to me through the link tree in my bio over here on TikTok, where you'll be able to find my PayPal. If you want to support the stream and you don't have PayPal, feel free to support it over Super Chat on YouTube, which accepts nearly anything else. So appreciate you guys so much for the love. If you want to support Santana, all of his PayPal links can be found within his bio as well. And what's going on, Soul? Did he vote for Trump?
No, I just wanted to say I love both of y'all. Keep doing what you're doing.
You're awesome, Soul. You're awesome, man. I appreciate you so much for coming up. For the 8.2 thousand people in the TikTok live guys, make sure that we're double tapping away on that phone screen. Shout out, Soul. What's going on, Nikolai? Did he vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and how old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
15. Well, anyway,
What? Kid.
It's not how this works, kid.
Does he like not know that 15-year-olds can't vote? I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows that. Like, you can't vote at 15.
No.
He's just kind of like felt left out all of his life, and he's always been really curious why.
Yeah.
Can't vote until you're 18.
I don't know what it is that, like, I had a few of them that hopped up today. I'm like, get out of here. What are you doing?
What are they doing? What are they doing? Astro, thank you for the $5 super chat, saying thank you for being so great and supportive of everyone. I appreciate you for the love, Astro. What's up, Melissa? Did you vote for Trump?
Actually, I didn't. But
all right. Well, unfortunately, we're gonna move
yeah.
on, guys. If you're in that queue, make sure that you voted for Trump, please, please, please. And then Rachel, thank you so much for the $10 YouTube super chat. You are awesome, and thank you so much for the love, Rachel. What is going on, Queen? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
But
All right. Rhonda, thank you for the $5 over on YouTube super chat.
Shannon, thank you for the 25. You are amazing.
there was a comment that you made, and I wanted clarity on it because I came in the midst of it, if that's okay.
Yeah, feel free.
You said Black women are impacted by not being able to get an abortion. Can you clarify? Is that what I understood you to say?
Yeah, so Black women are disproportionately impacted via restricted access to abortion compared to white women, for the reason being that 55% of respondents to exit polls following an abortion would indicate that they did so because of financial instability, and financial instability would impact Black women in America to a higher degree compared to white women because of systemic racism, slavery, and its aftermath.
Okay.
So,
I didn't. Go ahead.
Yeah, so why did you vote for Trump?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of the things that he said he was going to do, and then now I'm seeing a lot of things that he is trying to do.
Systemic racism. Systemic racism, slavery, and its aftermath. I said systemic slavery there. I meant systemic racism, slavery, and its aftermath. My apologies, chat. I apologize for cutting you off. I just misspoke. Go ahead.
Okay, so now you're confusing me. Yeah, I mean, like some of the things that I hear that or listen that he's trying to do. How can people really be against some of the stuff? I'm not gonna agree with everything.
All right, like what specifically?
Things like if he's trying to do away with the overtime on taxes.
So he's actually not trying to do that. He just conned you. He lied to you. So he said he was going to do no taxes on tips, no taxes on overtime, and no taxes on Social Security. However, it is the case when push came to shove and House Republicans passed their budget for his tax cuts, it didn't include either of those three provisions. So he lied to you.
Okay. The other was he said he's not going to touch Social Security, and I'm kind of like getting there. So we'll see.
Okay, so now that we can understand he didn't pull through on any of those three promises, do you have anything else?
Basically, I mean, basically that's it. Because I'm like,
So overwhelmingly, your reasons to vote for Trump just had to do with like financial alleviation for the average American?
Yeah.
Okay, well, anybody making under $395,000 per year under Donald Trump's tax plan will be hurt when we factor his tariffs into account, and that's coming from the Institute on Economics and Taxation. Also, Blue Pinkberries with a $100 YouTube super chat. Holy crap. Blue Pinkberries, that is awesome. Blue Pinkberry says, Dean, can you send half of this to Santana? I'm sorry, this is the easiest way to send money. Love listening to you guys. No, of course.
No. We're good. Massive W's in the chat for Gwen, who sent another $90 saying that she thought it was $100. Thank you so much for that, Gwen. You are awesome. And also thank you, Tammy, for the $5.
Wait, what do you mean we're good? Half of that for you.
Bro, stop.
It's not my money. It's your money.
Well, I'm just gonna send it back to you if you try to send it to me. So there's that.
Bro, Santana. But it's
fine.
but it's your
It's
money.
fine. It's fine.
I'm confused because the way that I'm looking at this, it's like Blue Pinkberries gave me a $50 bill and they were like, hand this to Santana.
Yeah.
And then Santana's like, no, I don't want it.
Yeah, well, your chat has been awfully kind. I think that we are more than good. Blue Pinkberry, thank you so much for your kindness. I appreciate you. Dean, we are good. We're good. I want Queen. I have a better question for Queen, though. Queen, when you thought that Donald Trump was actually going to do these great things, right? Did you listen to any of the massively harmful things that he was actively saying that he was going to do that he has actually done since saying that? And you thought that was justified?
To be honest with you, I really didn't. I guess you should believe what people say. But I really didn't think the man would be allowed to do some of the things that he's doing, but obviously is. Do I regret? Yes, I do. Majorly. Majorly.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, we're all in the FAFO equation together, and now you regret that, and now there's people losing social safety nets. So women are losing their lives. They're also not getting those no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and billionaires and corporations are getting another tax break. That sucks.
Well, Queen, is there anything else you want to go over?
No, that's it. Thank you for allowing me to come up.
Yeah, I appreciate you for your time. Go ahead and drop a MAGA for me down below in that TikTok live chat. By the way, I'm still just gonna send it to you.
Bro, I'm telling you what's gonna happen if you send it back. I mean, if you send it, I'm just letting you know.
I'm gonna do it in the middle of the night when you won't be expecting it. You'll be sleeping, and next
You
thing
can ask people. I don't sleep. I am Batman.
What's up, Brainless? Do you vote for Trump?
I did not mean to join, to be honest.
No worries. We're gonna get the next guest up in here. All right, let's go to get the next guest. We got our next guest, Prince Rallo, loading into the box, and holy fuck, Sid with a $200 YouTube super chat. Holy shit! I want to see at least 2,000 W Sids in the live chat. Sid says, crashing out because of the insane people today. The patience you all have is inspirational. Sid, I'm like, this is one of the worst streams I've had in a while, man. I feel so lightheaded and shitty right now. These people have been really tough to talk to, but
it's been a day.
It has been a day. But holy fucking shit, Sid. That is insane. Thank you for the love. We all love Sid. Thank you so much. Unironically, nothing but W Sids in the live chats. Nothing but W Sids and W Blue Pink Berries. Thank you both so much. That's fucking nuts. Thank you guys so much. But Prince, why did you vote for Trump?
I didn't, but I want to.
Okay.
Hold on.
No, respect people boundaries. Guys, listen, seriously, respect Dean's boundaries. Dean, I've told Parker this. You two are way nicer than me. Like, way nicer than me. Please respect people boundaries. Also, Jen, thank you for the $20 for saying I'm a valuable resource. You're amazing. Thank you for that donation.
Well, you want to know what I've kind of realized is, like demonstrating like a little bit of like little bit of like being upset or frustrated because people are disrespecting those boundaries. It doesn't stop people that didn't vote for Trump from joining in that queue, and then it just like leaves people mad at me for whatever reason. Like people will like literally like get upset with me, and they'll be like, "Oh, Dean, you're such an asshole." When I'm like, "Please don't join unless you voted for Trump," and like show like a little bit of annoyance when individuals do.
That's the difference between you and me and Park. I don't mind being the bad guy. I'm good with being the anti-hero. Right? I guess just get up out of here.
I guess if being the bad guy doesn't really do anything for me, I try to. But I get that. Mikey, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Why's that?
You get into these these conversations that you have with people close to you and your friends and family, and you vote a certain way for a while, and I did end up voting for him, but I just wanted to say that you and Parker and Chris and your group, that you guys actually changed my mind. So I completely regret voting for Trump, and I'm going to start doing what you guys do and helping people around me to, see the light.
Mikey, you're awesome. That's fucking great. One thing that is not talked about is not just the minds that are changed, but then the snowball effect in which then, sets forth. There's another creator on this app. I forget their name now, but they do great work. Their first fucking video was talking about how I changed their mind and converted them into a progressive Democrat. And now they are a full-fledged content creator with hundreds of thousands of followers that gets millions and millions of views. So,
awesome.
Just like this idea of you having your mind changed and then going and like spreading that same word with others is fucking awesome. And I think that you are awesome, Mikey. Good on you for being open-minded and critically thinking. And I really, seriously, super duper hope that you have a good rest of your day, man. And you're doing what's right, man. So we can appreciate that.
Dean, I've said this before. I don't think you guys understand the impact that you've had. Like, I genuinely don't think that you really get it, right?
Well, and by the way,
Yeah, زيت خالتي. If you want to add the potatoes, بس حطي بطاطا, potatoes.
You're included in that, Santana. I see you on here every single day, dude. And I've also seen your viewership going up, man. You're killing it right now, and it makes me so happy.
It's interesting that people like to actually listen to what I say. It's weird.
Well, I mean, you're a very good public speaker, and I clocked that the first time you joined my live. I had no clue who you were. You joined my live. You're up here for like 10 minutes. So it's like, holy shit, this guy really has what it takes to make a change.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Like look at you now. You're absolutely killing it. What's up, Caitlin? You vote for Trump? Caitlin's not here, guys. Go ahead and drop a maggot down below in that live chat if you do want to join up. Go ahead and drop a maggot down below in that live chat if you do want to join up, guys. And make sure that we're double tapping. Let's try to hit 1 million likes on the stream here today. And holy shit, Britta! Britta with the $100 donation on PayPal. Holy shit.
Let's go, Britta.
Let's fucking go. Britta says, keep on keeping on. Everybody, show some love to Britta. At least 1,000 W Brittas. That's fucking insane. You guys are ludicrous. I do not deserve this love. Thank you so very much, Britta. And I just choked on my spit there, you guys. But thank you so much for the love, Britta.
No, absolutely. Carl, thank you for the 2. Annie, thank you for the 1. And thank you for the, Amanda, thank you for the 10. And thank you for the $50 donation. Thank you so much.
Dude, W's. What's up, Annie? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Phenomenal. Why did you vote for the worst president of your lifetime?
I have a quick question for you.
Ask away.
Can you give me 5 reasons why Donald Trump is bad for me as a woman?
Okay. Well, how about I just try to name every single one I could think of. So Donald Trump is bad for you as a woman because A, he overturned Roe v. Wade, which rescinded the right to get an abortion to the state level, which has now left 77 million American women without access to elective abortions, and 60 great victims per day are denied access to abortion in 10 states where it's banned outright. So there's 1. 2, Donald Trump perpetuates and upholds rape culture, which disproportionately, to a very extreme degree, negatively impacts women. When we are faced with a bad actor partaking in a bad action, such as a man raping a woman, we should condemn that action. We should apply consequences to the action. We should limit their opportunity. And we should not reward the action. But Donald Trump is a rapist, and we've rewarded that action, and we've placed that action into the highest ranking position of power known to mankind, which further emboldens rape culture, which normalizes harm towards women to a higher degree. So there's number 2. And then apart from that, he has had incredibly misogynistic and sexist statements, rhetoric, and other actions over the course of his career, ranging from telling a 10-year-old girl that he'd be dating her in 10 years when in the 90s to boasting about grabbing, women by the P word, or boasting to Howard Stern about walking into the changing rooms of naked teenage girls. This just further normalizes harm against women and enables it as well, which has led to things like Nick Fuente saying, your body, my choice. And now if you ask any woman content creator on the internet to look at their DMs, they'll probably have 5 shitty men saying, your body, my choice in their DMs in the last 24 hours. That's all because of Trump. Also, his attack on DEI has left many women in professional fields be condemned and scrutinized by their male counterparts working in those same fields. And the reason this is because, now, according to Trump, you could just baselessly assume that if it's a woman working a job or in a position of power, that they lack the qualifications. So there's a 4th reason. And the 5th reason was that same idea, but emboldened to a all new level by holding those ideologies against Kamala Harris, saying that she had to sleep with a man to get her way up to the top. She was underqualified. Meanwhile, she possessed more qualifications compared to Kamala Harris and compared to Donald Trump. And that is just more stigmatization of women in the workplace. Not to mention trans women. Donald Trump, does not sign an executive order to ban all trans individuals out of our military. And has further stigmatized trans women in America today by his legal classifications of male and female, an attack on the trans community, which should be obvious. So there's 5 reasons.
Okay, so I don't know if you're gonna hate me for this. I was stuck in a writer's block, and that was one of the questions that I had to answer. And I actually really appreciate you guys and support you guys. And I just wanted to try and get my mind running again. I did not vote for Donald Trump, but I appreciate all the ideas. I was just scheming a little bit. I was just scheming.
Okay, if you're gonna turn that into like an academic paper, one thing I'd recommend was on a couple of those things, you might be able to kind of put them together into like one reason. Like I listed kind of multiple reasons in his attack on women in the workforce, through DEI and the perpetuation of rape culture. Like some of those can kind of be condensed down into one, so you may want to even think of more. So have a good one, Ann. All right, we're gonna move on to the next guest. You know, you disrespected the rules of this stream there, but
yeah,
I mean, I'm not mad because it's good to get that that message out there.
Can I just say, Dean, I know you have a Discord, right?
Yeah.
Like there's the Discord, and no disrespect, but I mean there's a ton of great resources, a lot of great people, and you can get direct information in Dean's Discord. So, you know, guys, you can always do that. Also, I just want to say, Allison, thank you so much for the $50. And as a white woman married to a black man who wasn't active in politics, thank you for using your platform and your voice. He's learned so much on how I can advocate on his behalf. Thank you so much. And also, I meant to say this earlier. Anne, who sent a $50 donation earlier. And I'm sorry that you're having a bad day. I'm happy that you're here, and I'm so sorry that you're having a bad day. And thank you for that.
Someone in my YouTube, Texas, thank you for the meteor shower. I appreciate you for the love. Someone in my YouTube comment section just said Dean 1v1 ChatGPT. That's fucking funny. That's good. That's real funny. And then also, Minnie with a $50 YouTube super chat. Thank you so much for the love, Minnie. Everybody, please show some love to Minnie down below in that comment section. Let's get at least 500 W's for Minnie. Minnie says, my whole house voted for Trump and they love him and I hate that man. Keep educating people, please. Been looking forward to this stream all day. Minnie, depending on your relationship with your family members, if you think that you're in a safe space, you should, ask them about some of the things that I preach. What is going on, Beta? Did he vote for Trump?
Hi, Dane. I just came here to say I love you, man. That's it.
I love you too, Beta. Thanks for the love. Do you see how hard it is to get debates on here?
Dane,
it is so hard to get
listen,
debates on this live. And
you know what you need to do? You need to come hang out with me at some point.
Yeah, slide through.
Parker, did you see the other day when?
Oh, 1 second.
Did you see the other day when Parker joined me?
No, I didn't.
So we got the viewership up as well, but he finally was able to get some actual debates. And so he was just like thrilled that he actually had an opportunity to debate.
Oh, dude, I bet. Because like, I feel like the reason why we don't get that many debates now, it's not even really because of like liberals joining up.
Yeah.
I feel like the same proportion of liberals in the queue has been the same, like always. But it's that like the Trump supporters are increasingly less likely to request to join. Yeah. And I just think that it's so unlikely that a Trump supporter like is willing to debate me because now a lot of people know who I am because of like, the trajectory of everything I've been able to do online in like the last 8 months specifically. So it's just that they just become less and less likely to join.
Also, it's hard to get through your request.
Yeah, real.
So,
what's up, Drip? Did he vote for Trump?
I'm British.
Precisely. Goodbye. Moving on to the next guest, you guys. Let's get that next guest. We got JP loading up and Janet. Holy shit! Oh my god! With another $100 YouTube super chat. Holy fuck, Janet! Everybody, shout out to Janet. Show love to Janet. You have been showing so much fucking love. You are insane. You are not real. Thank you so much for the love, Janet. 1,000 W Janet. That's fucking nuts. Thank you so much for the love. And what is up, JP? Did he vote for Trump?
Bobby Dean. Bobby Dean.
JP, have you been on this live before?
Yes. Yeah.
Nah, we're gonna kick JP because if my memory serves me right, JP's been up a handful of times before to like fucking like hate and be an asshole. So he was just like mocking having a stutter. Like,
I think I've seen him before as well.
Yeah, I remember JP, and I remember JP because he's like hate on me specifically.
Hmm.
I'm pretty positive. He slurred before. Okay,
I
chat.
remember him. I
Okay.
remember him as well.
You remember him? A lot of people in the chat do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Callum, what's up? Did he vote for Trump?
No, I'm Scottish. I don't really care.
No worries. By the way, guys, don't just like hive mind, like agree with Dean because Dean said it. Like actually, like be honest. Like, is there anybody else that remembers JP? Because I just want to make sure. Okay, because I just want to be extra confident and certain in that belief. Does anybody else like genuinely remember JP? Yes, I do. Sounds familiar. Okay, all right, sounds good. Patty, what's up? You vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, Patty's like 13. Pop off.
Did you hear the screenshot? That was wild.
Yeah.
You know he's got to show everybody at school. Look what I did.
So I've had somebody do that on my live before. That was like a Trump supporter, and I called it out. You know, I clocked it because I thought it was funny, but then it just ended up being so awkward that even I was feeling like intense secondhand embarrassment. So when people take screenshots, I just ignore it to save myself the secondhand embarrassment
my God.
that I get from calling it out. What's going on, Eliza? Did you vote for Trump?
Fuck no. Trump licks donkey taint.
Okay, all right. Donkey taint. That's a new one, man.
Hey, bro, my wife just got home and I have to take her to dinner, so I'm gonna hop off here.
Hey, what's up?
No worries, man. And I feel bad. You've literally just been sitting here because you can't get the
Listen,
debates.
it's all good. This was actually a reprieve from what I just went through, so I'm more than happy. I appreciate you having me up.
Yeah, dude, Santana. I always have a pleasure when you join. If you're ever in the mood for debates and you scroll my live, feel free to hop in that queue. I always love having you up there.
Absolutely, I appreciate you, bro. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, see ya, Santana. As well as Speedy Taco with the $50 YouTube super chat. Holy shit! At least 500 big W's for Speedy Taco in both of the live chats. Speedy Taco says, "Show shout out to you, bro. You're younger than me, but didn't fall for the Groiper stuff. Anyways, hit up Lonerbox. He's educated on this. Who is Lonerbox? I don't know who that is, but I've heard that name a couple times before. I'll look into this Lonerbox fella. But I appreciate you for the $50. Thank you so much. What is going on, Colton? Did he vote for Trump?
No, I didn't.
Okay, guys. So at this point in time, we're actually gonna go ahead and ignore the guest requests and act as if the guest requests don't exist and pull nobody up from them and only pull people up from the chat that are spamming MAGA. Okay. All right. Okay. So if you want to come on the live, you just have to type, "I voted for Trump."
Let's go Trump.
Hey, what's up, man? Why did you vote for Trump?
Because he's awesome. Kamala's a retard.
Oh, okay. All right. Real quick, how many continents are there?
27.
Yeah, I apologize for his use of the slur. The reason why I didn't kick him immediately, but rather decided to ask the follow-up question was just to demonstrate the people that just like throw slurs around are just so incredibly not smart at all. And like that is like a stigma that we should perpetuate and uphold. Stigmatize individuals that use slurs as just being absolute fucking donuts. Okay? All right. Because it's true. It's so true. Every single time. What's up, Brian? Did he vote for Trump?
No, I'm German.
You said MAGA in the chat. You asshole. You're such an... I'm about to crash out on you. Brian.
My bad.
I'm about to crash... get off my live. Aqua, did you vote for Trump? Okay. All right, let's get that next guest up in the box, y'all. Bushes. Wait, brushes? Brushes. Thank you for the $5 super chat. All right, next guest is loading up. Drop a mag for me down below in that chat. All right. Nobody cares anymore. It's because you're scared. You don't care because you're scared. Nobody wants to debate. All right, none of these Trump supporters have a backbone, have a spine. Hello. Did you vote for Trump?
Hey, Dean. Can you hear me?
Hey, man. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I voted for Trump.
You have something blocking your mic here, man. Is there any way that you could disconnect the AirPods? Make sure that...
Can you hear me now?
Is there anything resting on the bottom of your phone? Like a case, a blanket,
No, there's
pillow?
not.
All right, well, we'll try this out. Why did you vote for Trump?
Because, I work in construction and, I just like what he does for America.
Get real quick, how old are you?
I'm 19.
19, you work in construction. So,
Yep.
So you said that you like what he does for America. What has he done for America that you like?
Well, number one, I feel like a lot of people would say he's racist and stuff, but I think he's completely the opposite. Like I think he's like there's a lot of anti-Semitism going on, and I think Trump does his best to block that out.
There's a lot of anti-Semitism going on, and Trump does his best to stop that. So,
Yes.
I agree that anti-Semitism is bad, but the only focus that I've seen from Donald Trump as it would relate to Jewish individuals is just upholding Zionism and shitting on like non-anti-Semitic pro-Palestinian protesters.
Well, he's trying to get the Gaza Strip for Israel.
Yeah, that's not like a anti-Semitic dunk. That's like ethnic cleansing.
Yeah, but that's good. Like he's
What? Hey man,
what's up?
do you know what ethnic cleansing is?
No.
No, so let's start there. Ethnic cleansing is the forceful expulsion of an unwanted ethnic group from an area. In a nutshell, that's all you need to know. That forceful
So
expulsion
you're
can be done through
anti-Semitic.
relocation.
You're anti-Semitic.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, you wanna you don't like the Jews.
Where'd you get that?
I'm kicking you. I can't. I'm not even gonna engage. I'm just like D and I'm not gonna engage. Hello, Melissa. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did, and I'm 43 and no 42. I have about 2 kids, 2 daughters, and after watching all your lives, I have decided that my mistakes are terrible. I voted for Trump in 2016. I really thought that he was being good for
Did you
this.
vote for Trump in 2024?
Yeah, I did because my family pressured me into doing so.
Well, Melissa, honestly, if you don't feel like you're in a safe space with your family, and that's, they kind of pressured you into voting for Trump, the quickest solution is to lie to your family about your political beliefs. Now, of course, that's not a long-term solution to cohabitate a healthy environment. But for the immediate short term, don't have to feel pressured into supporting a candidate or a political party, given that you just lie about your affiliation. But then, of course, the next step is to focus on long-term solutions conducive towards a better environment for you to live in. Johnny, thank you so much for the $20 YouTube super chat. Thank you so much for the love, Johnny. Everybody show some love to Johnny. Johnny says, you're doing more conversations when you're in this mood. Don't let them get to you, brother. Honestly, man, I'm not upset. I'm just tired. But I appreciate you for the $20. If you're watching and you want to support the stream, you can find my PayPal through the link tree in my bio on TikTok, or super chat over on YouTube if you don't have PayPal. That essentially takes everything else. So yeah. What is going on, David? Did you vote for Trump?
What time? Which time?
24.
24? No. In 2016 I did. I thought he...
All right. We're just looking to debate people that voted for Trump in the 2024 election, but I do appreciate you so much for the love. Graham, thank you for the $2 super chat over on YouTube. Go ahead and drop a MAGA for me down below in that chat. What is going on? Did you vote for Trump? Hello? They're not here. Moving on to the next guest. All right, let's go and get Matthew up in here. Let's try to get somebody up here that voted for Trump. Hopefully, what's up, Matthew? Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, what's up, Dean? How you doing?
Man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that well. Not doing that well. You guys have been tiring me out tonight. So, why did you vote for Trump?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope things get better for you. And I can make that a little bit better for you. But I voted for Trump based on foreign policy. I didn't think that Kamala was Kamala. I got you. Okay, I'll say that right next time. But I didn't think she was strong on foreign policy. I thought that she made our country look pretty weak and was giving away too much money and letting too many foreigners into the country.
Yeah, letting too many foreigners into the country. So do you think that we should have heavy restrictions on legal migration?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
why do you think? Because you have to be a legal citizen to be in our country, either on visa as a student with a green card.
So why do you
on a
support
working condition.
why do you support heavy restrictions on legal migration?
To keep the country safe from illegal immigrants. You know, it's one thing if someone's If someone's a citizen of this country and they
just
commit a
something that's,
crime,
like, not tracking here.
okay, you can hear me.
Oh my God! Wait! I didn't even see this. Blue Pink Berries with $100 YouTube super chat. I'm so happy I saw this, by the way. Saying to Santana, Dean keeps the first. You can have this. Santana doesn't even know it, but Santana has $100 heading his way. Everybody show some love to Blue Pink Berries. That is nuts. Okay, I don't give a shit. That $100 will be going to Santana and he will keep it. Okay, and honestly, my plan is because I wake up to like a billion notifications every morning from like email, whatever the case is, and I'll miss a lot of those notifications. I just kind of let them skirt by. So my plan is I'm gonna send him that $100 in the middle of the night. So then hopefully he kind of misses it when he wakes up and hops on stream. And that gets mixed in with all the other donos. And at the end of the day, he's like, oh, I got a lot of donations today. And then he doesn't even know that I sent him the $100. And then, of course, we'll have to eventually tell him so he could show some love to Blue Pink Berries. But that's the plot. And dude, that is so kind of you.
I'm sorry. I'm with my girlfriend, but congratulations on that. I think you deserve the money and everything. You're doing a great job, Dean. But
okay, so why do you think that we should restrict on legal migration into this country?
So back to what I was saying before about the illegal migration.
Oh, illegal migration. So you think that she let too many undocumented migrants in?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, how?
Well, if you haven't seen, the crossings have been down almost like 90% since
94 to be
exactly.
precise. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think that's because of a band-aid on a wound from Trump. He's offered short-term solutions like trying to literally criminalize asylum claims, which will ultimately be overturned in court, as well as like deploying the National Guard to the southern border to prevent people from coming in. I think that these are short-term solutions to a more integral problem that requires a little bit more nuance and thought. I think the adequate way to respond to undocumented migration in America is to fix our legal processes of migration, to have as many legal ports of entry as possible that operate as efficiently as possible to screen out individuals that have committed violent crimes.
That's fair.
And then to offer all the undocumented migrants that are already in our country a pathway to residency or citizenship. And, Donald Trump doesn't have any long-term border solutions. He just has these short-term border solutions to make his supporters kind of clap and cheer.
You don't think the wall is a long-term solution?
I think that a wall can be a part of a long-term solution, but it on its own is practically meaningless.
Yeah, Dean.
And secondly, I just want to let you know that the bipartisan border bill had like building the wall within it. It would have built more wall than Trump ever built under his entire administration. He called for people in Congress to undermine the bill. He said, "Blame it on me if the border bill fails."
Biden took down the wall, and I don't think Trump wanted the wall to be taken down.
Again, the bipartisan border bill that Joe Biden supported, right, that he was influenced to get passed, that Donald Trump called for people in Congress to undermine.
So he wanted to knock down Trump's wall so he could build his wall?
What? No. What are you talking about? What? You're talking about like materials that Biden like circumvented the wall? Like he's only willing to engage in giving them the wall if he gets some compromise out of it. He doesn't support the wall otherwise. So yeah, of course he would do that. Fuck, I would do that. W Joe Biden there. Do you think that was an L Joe Biden? Because I think that was a W Joe Biden.
Yo, Johnny Jones, thank you so much for the $20 YouTube super chat saying I meant conversations, meaning that you would convert more people when I'm in this mood. Yeah, I agree. I'm definitely a little bit more chilled out right now than usual. Thank you for the $20, Johnny Jones. As well as, oh my God, Nia with the $200 donation on PayPal. What the shit, Nia? That is craziness. Everybody, I want to see 2,000 W's for Nia. That is N-E-A-H-A. Nia says, thank you for standing up for Jamaican-born immigrants. My mom immigrated here in the 1970s, and we experienced a ton of racism due to multiple factors. Please give Santana half, and if he doesn't accept, I'm going to be sad. Santana now has $200 in total heading his way, and Santana will accept this $200 or at no ends. I don't give up, and I will make sure that Santana gets this $200. That is insane. Everybody show some crazy love to Niha, because that is insane. Thank you for the love, Niha. That is nuts. Now go ahead.
So I'm a little confused on why you guys are so opposed to voting for Trump and voting for Joe Biden and Kamala, because didn't, as a young white man as you guys are and I am, wasn't there promises that were broken by Joe Biden to us, specifically to our
Wait, tell me, what promises did Joe Biden break with white men?
so
Unironically,
okay,
the only one I can
yeah,
think of is like a
I
wealth
don't like
tax.
that
The
like
only promise
you're
he broke
undermining my question
is like a
because
wealth tax.
is the student loan is for student loans.
Wait, that was only because of or not Congress, because of the courts. What was
Yeah,
he
but it was
supposed to
a
do? Was
promise.
he supposed to? But okay, the courts limited him from doing it. Is he supposed to go against what the courts want?
Then also, what if like he broke promises to people that weren't white guys? Are you just like, oh, I don't fucking care?
No, that's not true. But
It's just
it's
an
like,
interesting way to
don't you want to vote for your benefit, for the betterment of your?
I want to vote for the benefit of all of society.
Oh shit!
And are you saying that you want to vote for the benefit of white men?
Oh wow, what a Nazi! Holy shit! So let's clarify.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy.
So we're already benefited the most out of any other demographic in America. Nobody has it easier than you, Parker, and me. Did you know that? Nobody. Nobody has it easier than our demographic. So
yeah, but why would you want to? Why would you want
any
to make
specific
it
demographic? Why would it be us? How about instead of furthering the benefit experience by white men, right now we focus on catching every other demographic in our country up to where we're at. And as soon, right, as every other demographic of individuals in America today have the same amount of privilege in society as white men, then we could, maybe then talk about, what do we need? But until then, I don't think that conversation's warranted.
Do you think you could get more benefit to underprivileged backgrounds through building your own wealth and building your career? Like what you're doing is different. You're doing an amazing job what you're doing, but for me, I'm more into a blue collar job where I'm going to be working every day and my tax dollars are going to be spent when I'm out of school. So I'm going to be out of school in this presidency and in the working force. So I want my money to be maximized. I want my career to be maximized, and I don't want tax dollars to be going in place. I want them to be going in places I support, and I don't support the foreign policy that's been going on.
Oh, like funding to Ukraine?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's worse? 32 bill a year to people that are currently getting their right to self-determination violated while also being a victim of ethnic cleansing, or 8 trill over 10 years to tax cuts to million and billionaires. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I think that doing a comparative analysis here, it's much better to be in support of humanitarian causes on the global stage compared to spending a significantly larger amount of money on the top 1%, knowing that that won't generate any ROI insofar as GDP growth, knowing that that won't trickle down to the average consumer, and will just kind of be put right back into the pockets of the people that own these mega corporations.
Here's my response to that: was Nancy Pelosi and Elizabeth Warren benefiting off of the Biden and Kamala administration, as if these billionaires that you're talking about are benefiting off of the Trump administration?
So could you show me where there was $4 trillion spent on tax cuts for Nancy Pelosi?
Well, there is audits for Nancy Pelosi and Elizabeth Warren on their government spending that Doge is investigating,
So
And-
wait, you think that you're gonna uncover $4 trillion of like defrauding of fraud? Like you really think that you're gonna uncover $4 trillion of fraud where Nancy Pelosi and Elizabeth Warren have just been stealing like more wealth than the net worth of Elon Musk from the American people?
Elon Musk accumulated his wealth through capitalism and through.
I want you to respond.
Wait,
to
wait.
policy.
Didn't Elizabeth Warren and others also do the same? You were saying that you had an
Warren's
issue
in
with them
government.
accumulating
They're
their
in
wealth.
government on government
Oh,
salary.
isn't Elon Musk in government?
Now he is. He's a Doge,
Wait,
and that's
wait,
a
so do you think that
government
they-
affiliate. It's not a government.
So you don't think Doge is a government agency?
They
Chris, thank you for the
are
$4 super chat.
incorporating it. It's in a process.
Then also, like, this is a weird pivot because we were talking about the expenditure and waste of your tax dollar, and the point that I was trying to drive home there is there's a significantly higher level of waste given a Trump administration compared to a Kamala Harris administration. This is both true historically speaking. Donald Trump spent twice as much as Biden and Harris did, and Donald Trump's tax cuts alone, which disproportionately favor the ultra wealthy, are more expensive for our country's expenditure compared to all of Kamala Harris's proposed policy. So, if one of the main motivating factors insofar as how you decide who you want to vote for is how your tax dollars spent, in this election you should have voted for Kamala Harris.
Well, with Kamala and Joe Biden's administration, I was in fear of.
Oh, what were you afraid of?
Of war. I did not want to be involved.
So are you less afraid of war now that Donald Trump said that he might start World War III with Europe by deploying our military to annex Greenland?
I'm not worried about that.
Exactly.
I'm not worried about that at all. But we're worried about it with Kamala Harris. Why are you worried about it with Kamala Harris?
Because we're dealing with Russia, not
I actually
with
think-
Greenland.
Here's my thing.
Oh, okay.
I
So
actually
you think that Trump's allies with Russia?
I think well he made a great showing for them today at the White House.
I
So,
think that
yeah.
I think that Trump actually puts us. At I think that Donald Trump puts us at a greater threat of World War III as it would pertain to Russia. You want to know why?
Yeah, I do want to.
Yeah. Because what happens when we go full on like fucking Russian bot, like paid shill Kremlin propagandists, is all of a sudden Europe has to step up to a significantly higher level to support Ukraine on the front in their fight against Russia because we withdraw support. And what happens when Europe steps up more and then all of a sudden the people that are further funding and supporting Ukraine in their fight against Russia is right on fucking Russia's doorstep? Well, then all of a sudden you increase the potentiality of Russia not just focusing their military resources on Ukraine, but on European countries. And what's a funny little thing about a lot of these European countries? They're a part of NATO. And as is, Russia touches any of those European countries that are a part of NATO, we go to war with Russia. So I think that overwhelmingly, the chances of a third world war with Russia only increase as we back off because that means the smaller countries that are more susceptible to an invasion or response from Russia's military resources have to step up.
Yeah, but how does America backing off?
Wait, Matthew, I also
involve
just
us
want
more?
before you go into that, you literally said that the Trump administration is allies with Russia. Okay, you just said that earlier on the stream. Okay, literally right now, right before Dean was speaking there. Okay,
he did?
do you want to justify that statement?
What
do
a
you think?
fucking shill.
Do you think that's okay?
What a
that the
fucking
Trump
shill.
admin is allies
What?
with Russia? Not ally. They don't. He wants to do tariffs and threats with Canada, but he wants to be allied with Putin and Russia. Jesus fucking Christ!
Wait, I have a question. Do you like concede and agree that like Russia has unrightfully invaded another country, has killed their people, and has attempted to ethnically cleanse, occupy, and own their lands?
Absolutely, it is horrible.
So why
And
should we be allies with such a country?
I'm not saying to align with them, and I'm not.
What do you think an allyship is? An allyship
Wait, you
is
just
an
said.
alignment of
Wait, you just said
interests.
the Trump admin is allied with Russia, and you were
We're
trying to portray that as a good
But what
thing
Dean
earlier.
said is that we're backing off. we're not trying to align with anyone. As Trump said, he said,
Bullshit.
I'm not pro Russia, I'm not pro Ukraine, I'm pro America.
No,
I'm
no.
pro American people.
Our UN representative from the 21st District of New York was the only member of the UN that voted that Ukraine had started the war. That puts us in alignment with who? With fucking Russia. Him calling Zelensky a dictator, but then failing and refusing to call Putin a dictator puts in alignment with who? Fucking Russia. No, like, yes, he is obviously in alignment with Russia and Putin. And if this doesn't prove it,
He said it.
Why
we don't
doesn't
even
the
have to
fact-
establish it
why
in this
doesn't the-
conversation. He already said it.
Sure. Yeah. You said it, man.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I love Trump, but
Why do you support him?
Because I was, like I said before, I do align with him keeping the country safer than how Biden and Kamala
Okay,
Harris.
so to clarify, you think a convicted criminal held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman, who pardoned people who pled guilty to admitting to violently assaulting police officers, right? You think that person is somehow going to make the country safer? You think that guy is more pro law and order? Are you serious?
I don't think that is like that. It connects, honestly. Like what his past and his background. All government is corrupt at the end of the day. Once you realize that, then you can make a better decision.
All government is corrupt. Okay, can you tell me how the Biden-Harris administration was corrupt?
Well, this is where the wraparound comes, and I hope you guys give me the opportunity to speak this out. Is all the funding to Ukraine is we give them outside of our military equipment. We can't account for where that money is being spent.
What money? How much?
Like a lump sum of $350 billion.
$350 billion. Can you give me a single source that indicates that one? Please.
That Zelensky said that we don't know where $350 billion.
No, he didn't. He did not say that. Please, can you give me a source?
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm on my phone, but like, you want me to pull it up that he said that?
Yeah.
Zelensky straight up said it. Let me get
that he can't find $350 billion.
Let me get my.
Samantha, thank you for the $2 on Cash App, and Dorian, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much, Dorian. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Also, while you're looking for that source, here, like, my thoughts are is like, yeah, I actually agree. I think our government's corrupt, regardless of who's in charge, either the Republicans or Democrats. I think that the Biden-Harris administration did demonstrate a lot of virtues that I like very vehemently disagree with, and I overwhelmingly feel like a predominant interest of Congress, regardless if they're blue or red, is just to get more money through support by putting important issues on the line and pushing them off until the next administration.
What do you think should have happened?
But I think that Donald Trump is fucking significantly more corrupt than Kamala Harris. But now please indicate to Parker's source to demonstrate that we've given them $350 billion in aid.
Our rare earths president says the deal will allow the U.S. to recuperate as much as $350 billion. Trump said we've spent $350 billion. We gave them.
Trump said, you do not tell me your source is Trump said.
Hey, man.
Because that is not a source. That is Donald Trump speaking bullshit. Donald Trump said the 2020 election was stolen. Do you believe that? Donald Trump, we should look into literally using disinfectant, right? And like by injection.
Yeah, I believe
to fight
that
COVID-19.
I believe that windmills cause cancer, and I have a source. If you'd like to look at my evidence.
Look, my source is right here. Do you see this?
No,
Do you see it right here?
No,
Look
actually,
at this.
my source is Donald J. Trump. Of course, he said it, therefore it's true.
Look at this. It says Trump. It says Trump right here. Look,
like,
Trump.
I have a question. Like, what do you do? I want to give you a little bit of a predicament here. How do you consolidate these sources to determine what's true and what's false? Like, for instance, Donald Trump said that he won Man of the Year in Michigan 20 years back.
Yeah, but it's saying here, Trump said I gave them $350 billion, and Zelensky says that we did not get that. So, like, did he or did he not get $350 billion?
Hey, bud, I hate to be the guy, but you do understand that all funding for Ukraine has to be passed through appropriation bills in Congress? So if you want an objective source on the funding and the expenditure that has come from our federal government to Ukraine, you just add up the delegated resources as appropriated by priorly stated appropriation bills. And when we do that, we end with a conclusion that the American government has given Ukraine anywhere from about 125 to 150 billion dollars.
So So can you give me a source where Zelensky said that he could not account for $350 billion?
From missing billions and millions killed on the Daily Mail in UK.
It does not say 350 billion.
Oh no, like it does. Think of modesty.
It does. It does. Okay, what's the title? Sorry.
It is on Daily Mail.
Yeah, what's the title?
It is From Missing Billions and Millions Killed to Zelensky's Low Opinion Ratings.
From missing. Wait, hold up. From missing billions
and millions killed.
Also, Darian, thank you for the $5 on PayPal. Also, just put it out there. Daily Mail is literally so unreliable that it's a goddamn meme. I just want to put that one out there. Andrew, thank you for the $20 over on PayPal.
I was like, I still don't even believe they reported that.
Says, guess.
This is a quote of Trump. It's not them claiming it. It's a quote of Trump saying it.
Thank you so much for the love, Andrew, for the $20, and then John Paul with the $25. Everybody, just show some love to John Paul.
So, and then it disputes the claim.
Where is the 100? Where's the 100?
Even Daily Mail disputed the claim, dude.
Where is the $100 billion missing in U.S. aid for Ukraine? I'm looking at this source from the CSIS. Where is the missing $100 billion in U.S. aid for Ukraine?
Real quick, hey JP Acker, are you watching? If so, can you hop in that queue for me?
Was it stolen? The answer is no. It's in the Ukrainian government's hands.
Where in this does it say 350 billion? Right, was lost. Where does it say Zelensky said that?
So they got 350 billion, and the verdict is here is that where's the missing $100 billion, which is a lot of money.
Okay, so now you're moving the goalpost to 100 billion, and that's from Daily Mail, right?
No, this is a CSIS.
Okay, so now we're going to a different source, right? Not the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so what is the title of this source?
Where is the missing $100 billion in U.S. aid for Ukraine? CSIS.
So now we're moving the goalpost also to $100 billion. Okay, where is the missing $100 billion? So you agree that you were wrong, right?
On the $350 billion, I was wrong. I can't find a source where Zelensky said that.
If you literally look at the source, it says the short answer is that it's not missing.
Hey,
so
I'm not trolling this. Dude, it literally says A3. The short answer is that it's not missing.
Hey, do you guys mind if I talk to JP real quick, just for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
JP, I just read your donation over on PayPal.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring you up here to personally apologize for associating you with somebody else that had come on the stream prior with swear to God, a name similar to yours that had been a troll and had come up here to like fuck with me and fuck with other people. I genuinely feel so fucking bad, bro. So I wanted to personally bring you up here in front of like literally over 10,000 people watching on TikTok and YouTube and like very personally apologize to you.
Don't worry, Dean. I just want to say that like you're an inspiration to everyone, dude. You've changed my mind. I used to be a diehard Republican. I hated Democrats, all that. But you changed my mind, Dean. And I'm forever grateful.
Move on, baby. Come on.
Thank you so much, Dean.
JP, I love you, bro. And like seriously out of the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry. And
don't worry about it, Dean. I love you, Parker. Don't even get me started on you, bro. You're great too.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And by the way, of course, I figured like this out from the $25 donation you sent me, so I just refunded that. I want you to have that. It's already done.
Keep it.
It's already done.
Keep it.
I already did it. So I can't take it back now.
All right.
But I just like I really appreciate you for coming up here, and I'm just so sorry about that earlier. And I mean, I also just like want to clarify. I just want you to know that once again, I'm so sorry, and like hopefully you can see like from my perspective. At the time, I was under the impression that some piece of shit I was coming up here and mocking a stutter to be a troll. And I'm just so sorry that I acted on like an association that I had between you and somebody else in my mind with like a very similar name. And it's completely my fault. And
Dean.
I feel really fucking bad, bro. Just know that
Dean,
you're phenomenal.
Dean, I totally get it. I've watched this live for like over a year, dude. There's so many trolls out there. I'm like, I totally get it, Dean. I totally get it.
Well, we love you here, bro.
Much love, seriously.
I even dropped you a follow back. If there's anything that I could do, just let me know, man. And I'm
Thank you, Dean.
sorry, and I hope that you have a good rest of
No worries, Dean. Thank you.
Of course. Have a good rest of the
Bye, y'all.
See ya, JP.
Have a great night. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Good seeing you. Good seeing you.
Holy shit. I feel so bad, bro. JP, I appreciate you. Once again, I feel so bad. I read his donation. I want to read it off to you guys as well real quick. So I just opened my my PayPal, and I saw a $25 donation from somebody named John Paul Acker, JP Acker, and it says, Dean, I am JP, and I just joined your live. I just wanted to say that I'm not a troll, and I watch your live frequently to tell you how much I appreciate you. I have cerebral palsy, and I do have a stutter, and I'm not a troll, and I've been watching your live for over a year now. I just really don't want you to think I'm a troll.
No, we appreciate you so much. Seriously, though.
I'm literally crying, bro. I feel so fucking bad for that. Oh, man. Shit, guys. I may need a second here. I'm literally crying. I feel so bad. Go ahead and pick up where you guys left off, dude. I'm going to take a second real quick.
Of course, man. Matthew, do you want to argue something real quick? Josh, thank you so much for the $5 YouTube super chat, as well as Mick Greer. Thank you so much for the $20 on YouTube super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you. I really appreciate it. As well as Johnny. Thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Johnny. Johnny. Thank you so much. Matthew, are you there? You can unmute real quick. If not, I'll add someone else up here real quick.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. So can you name me like a Trump economic policy that you like?
Yeah, the immigration policy.
What specific economic policy or specific immigration policy? Sorry.
A stronger border control. More people to stop illegal immigration. And
what policy is that?
Building the wall.
Building the wall. Did you know that Donald Trump undermined the main policy that would have built more wall than any policy under his entire administration? And he said, blame it on me if the border bill fails.
But the border bill is not failing. It's going through.
No, Donald Trump undermined the border bill over a year and a half ago.
When he wasn't in office?
Yes, he called people in Congress to undermine the bill. He said, blame it on me if the border bill fails. He still had influence over certain people within Congress that are Republican and or under the MAGA influence.
What was his position in government at that point?
He wanted to undermine the border bill because it made Democrats look good.
Yeah, but that's not his position in government. He wasn't. He didn't have a position in government, so it should.
I don't know. What you mean. This is how he was affecting the policy at the time. I'm just telling you.
He can say whatever he wants.
I'm telling you. Wait, and that doesn't mean it doesn't impact the policy. That does negatively impact people. If he says it's an issue, why would he care more about the messaging to help him win the election than he actually cares about like having policy to legitimately like fix the conditions at the border that he said existed? He said he ran on the wall being such a big fix and such a big solution that he wasn't willing to compromise on it here. Who's to say that he wouldn't have won otherwise, right? Like, so you could have claimed multiple things from a Republican perspective, even to say that, oh, he's not even doing his own job in terms of the border here. He's not even doing what he said he would do. He's not even caring about getting the policy passed. He cared more about getting elected, right, so that he doesn't get sent to prison, right, than actually getting the policy passed.
Yeah, he was in a really sticky spot, and I would just argue that his policy was to keep America healthier and safer.
Healthier? Really? You think that America is healthier when they have Donald Trump as president? Really? The guy who undermines, right, the ACA, the guy who tried to undermine the ACA, the guy who tried to undermine environmental, right, particular regulations that literally keep people safe, food safety regulations, right?
Yeah.
So there's so many fucking things that Donald Trump has been undermining. Plus with RFK, right, in the position of government, who literally thinks that vaccines cause autism, which is wrong. We can actually prove as false. Right, we can show evidence indicate the other way around.
Did
right, that it does not
RFK
cause
say all vaccines cause autism?
Appreciate the hint, Heart. Well, he said some vaccines cause autism.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Wait, which ones?
Vaccines causing autism.
Yeah, which ones? Tell me.
Off the top of my head, I could find this one quick.
Go ahead. Make sure to look it up for me. Go ahead.
Scientific qualitative study. Researchers prospectively recorded adverse events associated with the MMR vaccine. Children during 1982 to 1996 identified 31 GI symptoms. None of them developed autism. A further analysis.
I just want to let you know you can look at the bibliography in my bio and it indicates absolutely fucking none. So please go look at the bibliography in my bio. I just want to let you know who made it. It's actually like W Matt, right? Right, the good Matt, not evil Matt, like who's on the live right now, right? Who's a librarian, right?
I mean, like I don't appreciate being belittled.
Casted as evil Matt.
Well, yeah, and cast it as a Nazi. I'm Jewish, bro. I'm not a Nazi.
I don't even think I said that.
No, Dean did. I mean, which I forgive you for if you meant that.
What was the context on that?
That
yeah, that's when you fucking said that you're gonna vote for whatever benefits.
For
my God. Yeah, that was the same guy. The guy that said like, I'm a white man. We need to look out for white men the most. And then you were even like to me and Parker. You're trying to sell.
No,
us.
I didn't say we need to look out for white men.
Yes.
That's
you were trying to
this is on YouTube.
Yes.
Hey Matthew, I just want to let you know this is on YouTube and everyone can see that.
Yes, you were trying to sell me and Parker on looking out for white men the most too.
Yeah, but I'm not a Nazi.
Look out for each other and like you're gonna vote like for like whatever like whatever benefits white men the most. I'll rephrase myself. Okay, you're not a Nazi, but that was Nazi-esque rhetoric. How about that one? And I'll stand 10 toes behind that one because like that is like seriously some like very very fucking insane rhetoric. That is absolutely nuts rhetoric.
You don't want to like support yourself in.
You're so dude. You understand how like racist this is, right? How like. How like nuts that is, right?
But like those benefit the same other populations is what is at the end of the day. And I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Kamala and Joe Biden were worse.
Okay, hold on. Get this person out of here. He made fun of the last person that was on the live.
Okay, just get him out. Yeah,
I just want him off.
For all the reasons,
just get him out. Horrible fucking person.
Just get him out. Yeah. I have a couple people to thank here real quick, you guys. Real quick. Yo, Brushes, thank you so much for the $100 super chat over on YouTube. I really do appreciate you so much for the love, Brushes. That's insane. W's for Brushes. Brushes says, we see the great work that you guys do to advocate for all. Split this with Parker. I got you. $50 to be $50 to Parker. Absolutely, Brushes. That's so very kind of you. Let's get at least 1,000 W's for Brushes in the chat. Said, thank you for educating and growing. I watch your streams and they help me when I'm feeling down. That's very kind of you, Brushes. Everybody, please show some love to Brushes. And then Gradients with the $20 YouTube super chat. Thank you so much. That is very, very kind of yourself. You should be proud of yourself in introspection. We need more empathy in the world. I don't think I should be proud of anything, man. But I appreciate your words. But I appreciate you. But I do appreciate you for the $20. Saying thank you for the $5. And the Colin guy, thank you for the $5 as well. And Christian, thank you so much for the $10 as well. Saying you're amazing, I love you. I love you too, Christian. Thank you so much for the $10. Yeah, Jack, you vote for Trump?
I'm 17, so I didn't vote. But if I was to vote,
all right. Well, unfortunately, you got to be at least 18 on the live. We're gonna go to get that next.
How much longer do you plan to be live, Dean?
Man, like this is probably the last guess. Like I
was thinking, I was like, you're hitting around 4 hours, aren't you?
Bro, I'm gonna be thinking about that all the fucking night, dude. There's this one guy. I bet that he's been up on your stream before as well, Parker. And his name is something very similar to JP Acker. And I think he even came up when both you and me were co-hosting, and then he was like wanting to bet us money that Trump would win, and it just turned into like the Dean is right, and he just dug his heels into the floor. So anyways, I just wanted to provide for the clarification.
Yeah, my memory is horrible.
To not even like the people watching, just to JP, because I see that you're still in here. And I just want to communicate specifically to JP, you know, how bad I feel.
Hello.
Yeah. What's up, Cynthia? Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Why'd you vote for Donald Trump?
Why'd you do that?
Well, because he's gonna lower prices, get the illegals out of here. You know, obviously.
Wait, okay, let's pause. How is he going to lower prices?
Well, with like the tariff stuff, like we're not gonna have to pay for that, obviously.
You think tariffs are going to lower prices? You have got to be trolling. Okay, what is a tariff? What is a tariff?
Well, excuse me.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay. You're totally trolling.
I'm not.
You're totally a troll.
I'm not.
I don't believe you're real. I could hear you looking it up.
I'm not looking it up. See, that's the problem with you guys. All you guys do is like to make false claims about what people do without even knowing who they are. Like,
what's
going on?
I could hear the keyboard.
It was not. That's not what I was doing. I promise.
What were you doing?
I was trying to get up my argument that I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Because
what'd you write down? And what'd you write down?
Well, I wrote that. Excuse me. Well, I wrote down about how he's gonna like lower our prices. You know.
Nice argument you got there.
I know.
All right, later, Cynthia.
All right. Yo, real quick. Yo, Christina, thank you for the 10 cents over on PayPal. Wendy, thank you so much for the $5 over on PayPal. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Wendy. And Erica, thank you so much for the $20 donation over on PayPal. Let's get at least 200 big W's for Erica. That's very kind of you. As well as Anthony, thank you so much for the $25. And Kevin with the $25. Thank you, Anthony and Kevin and Erica and Wendy and Parker. I am ready to shoot you over a raid if you want to go live.
Can I say thank you to some people real quick first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just go do that. I'll actually kick out Chase. I'm sorry, Chase. Tree, thank you so much for the $25. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Absolutely. I will make sure to. And Jenny, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I absolutely will. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Jenny. Kaya, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Absolutely. As well. Thank you so much. And Sid, thank you so much for the $50. Thank you so much on Venmo. Thank you so much, Sid. As well as Jenny, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I absolutely will. And Tasneem with the $60. Thank you so much. I absolutely appreciate that. Thank you so much. To split it, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I will make sure to get half of that to Dean. I'll make sure you have that to Dean. Joey, thank you so much for the $100 YouTube super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys are doing great work. I just ran for U.S. Congress in FLA and will again in 2026. We cannot depend on the federal institutions or the Democratic Party. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think we need to create like other sorts of areas on the internet as well. We can't just rely on the the DNC to do it themselves. Evelyn, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much as well. Thank you so much. So thank you everyone. I really appreciate that. Sorry to take over your live and do that again.
No, you're good, man. You're good, man. You're good. All's good. All's good.
I'll go live on this account probably.
Okay, Johnny, thank you so much for the $50 super chat over on YouTube, saying BS Dean, you are the living embodiment of change. Own it. Johnny, I do appreciate the message as well as the $50 donation, and I do thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the love, Johnny. Yeah. If you want to go live, please feel free to go do that. But I thank you for love, Johnny.
All right, I'm gonna go live right now.
Cool.
Appreciate you, bro.
As well as
I'm also on YouTube, everyone. If you're on YouTube and because Dean's gonna end it, you can also come over to me. Love y'all. Parker, good job, YouTube. Love y'all.
So as well as Martina, thank you so much for the $20 donation over on PayPal. Thank you so much for the love. And JP with the 20 saying you better keep this. We're gonna go back and forth all fucking night, man. I'm telling you, I will literally refuse to keep it. I do really appreciate your kindness, man. I already sent you a refund. I do not want your buddy, JP. I was very grateful for your presence. Just come back up on here, and I do appreciate that. I cannot accept that from you, and just know that I do really appreciate you so much. And yes, that's thank you. What the fuck? Okay, we're about to do a raid on Parker, but what the fuck is going on right now? Holy shit! DJ Tech with the $100 YouTube super chat. At least 1,000 big W's for DJ Tech. That is crazy. Thank you so much for the love. DJ says, thanks so much, Dean Parker, for ensuring correct information is going out to people. You both brighten my day in the best way possible. Thank you for both being amazing. Dude, thank you, DJ, for the $100 super chat. That is just nuts. That is just absolutely nuts. I do really appreciate you so much for the love. Thank you, DJ. Holy fucking shit. Everybody, please show some love to DJ. And what the fuck is this? What the fuck, Amy? I'm not even seeing these. Amy with a $100 super chat as well. Bro. Dude. Okay. Thank you, Amy. I do really appreciate that is nuts. 1,000 W's for Amy too. And by the way, that is not AMY. That is AMII period. Thank you so much for the love, Amy. That is just absolutely fucking. That is nuts. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Thank you, you guys. Holy shit. Thank you. You guys have been so incredibly kind today. I don't even know how to react to this. This is like insane. So just thank you guys so much for the love. That is nuts, man. Well, all right. W's to all the donors. Thank you guys so much. That is incomprehensible. Thank you guys. But okay, we're gonna go ahead and send it right over to Parker. Does somebody want to comment the down below in that comment section that he's live on? We'll go ahead and send you guys on a raid over there, and I'm gonna hop off for the night. I need to go ahead and hop off. So you just go ahead and comment his down below. I don't know if he's live on the main account. It's going to be some backup account. It's not at Parker Get a Job. It's Matt's account. Evil Dean, Evil Matt. What is the at? All right. Can you guys help figure that out for me real quick? What is the at to Matt's account? Parker Get a Real Job? All right. Well, everybody head over to at Parker Get a Real Job on TikTok or at Parker Get a Job on YouTube. I appreciate everyone so much for showing up and showing out for the debates today. And yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and end things here. Peace and love, everyone. For everybody watching on TikTok, you guys are great. I love you guys so much for showing up. It was a fun day of debates. Go show some love to Parker if you're watching this live. And have a good rest of your evenings. Peace and love. Take care.